Danny Coach Rankin brings his team in here 11-1. It's his 6th year at NA after several successful seasons at Elwood City. And of course, Coach Jim Render been at Upper St. Clair for 14 years, 12-0. A coach that has been here before, and should be a matchup really, as you see Render there on the screen, matchup of great coaches.
A tough game to predict, Sean. These are two teams that are probably the two best football programs in Quad A in Western Pennsylvania right now. They're two very evenly matched teams as far as they both rely on defense and a strong running game. North Alleghney averages about 250 yards rushing a game. Upper St. Clair, they average about 264 rushing yards a game. On defense, North Alleghney has only allowed 76 points, whereas the Upper St. Clair defense has only allowed 41 points. So both teams are kind of the same philosophy, a very good defense and a strong running game. Something has to give tonight.
We have a light rain falling here at the stadium. That could go into effect here in the opening toss, where the Panthers have won the toss and chosen to let North Alleghney take the first pick. North Alleghney will receive. The Panthers will kick it off from left to right, and that means number 99 for the Upper St. Clair Panthers, Steve Carbonera, a junior, actually a soccer player, who is quite a kicker, averaging 52 yards a kickoff so far this season, and comes by it naturally his uncle, Tom Skladany, a former Bethel Park Blackhawk, though he didn't play for Coach Storer, who we met earlier on our show. But Skladany, of course, went on to a renowned career with Ohio State University, and then, of course, the Detroit Lions.
Sean, both teams have good kickers, and in a defensive struggle, it might come down to that. Probably three things we want to look for: field position, turnovers, and the kicking game. Both teams have kickers who are capable of making 35, 40-yard field goals.
And the kicker in that case for the Panthers would be Billy Price. Carbonera does handle the long kicking, the kickoffs for the Panthers. Deep to receive for the North Alleghney Tigers. We'll have Andy Berry and Matt Bundick both back there. Along with, who's our third man back there in the middle? Number, is that Jason Rice, 83? No, it's 31 who filled it. And we're back at his own goal line, take it out across the 25-yard line. We're underway here in the Quad A Championship. North Alleghney will start out on offense, and that means quarterback Randy Smith, a man who can do it all. He's been a leader of this team for the last couple of years. Doesn't throw the ball an awful lot. This is mostly a running team. You're going to see a lot of looks, not your typical big, strong, bowl you over North Alleghney football teams. Panther defense led by the nose guard, Mark Honru, number 55. Smith hands off to his tailback on the play. It's out about the 2-yard gain on there, where he's met by a swarm of Panther defenders, including Alan Hamrick and big number 75, Josh Currents.
First problem in Upper St. Clair's defense is going to find tonight, Sean, is handling Randy Smith. He's very deceptive on his ball fakes.
That he is. It's second down here. About 8 yards to go for the Tigers as the offense comes to the line. Jackie Walsh flipped to the near side of the field to give us to the fullback out close to the 30-yard line before again he's gang tackled by the Panthers. Ryan Smith in on the play, along with Alan Hamrick again. The linebacker was also a running back for the Panthers. Gain of about 2 yards on the play there.
Passing situation, 3rd and 6. If North Alleghney does elect to throw the ball, look for something safe, maybe to a running back out of the backfield or a short pass to the tight end.
Jackie Walsh in the slot to the near side. Smith calling signals, see if they want to throw it. They're going to fake it and bring it to the wingback coming back around from the outside position. That's Brett Poppleton, number 11.
Just a little misdirection here, little crack back. Fake to the left, the wingback comes around. North Alleghney runs this play a lot.
Joe Romano waiting for him and makes the play for the Panthers. A short gain, and Tigers will have to punt the football. This is Brett Poppleton, the man who just carried the ball. Back to punt it. Deep to receive for the Panthers, Zach Ellis.
Good kick.
And this is Ellis at his own 28. Loses his footing, gets out across the 35 to about the 36-yard line before he's dropped down on the play by number 28. John Radissi, defensive back for the North Allegheny Tigers. So Jim Render's Panthers go on offense for the first time this evening. They're led by junior quarterback Mike Tomko. He's number 12. The running backs will be Alan Hamrick. And Darren Martin will be the fullback, number 37. Hamrick is the tailback, number 35. Fake to Hamrick to give him the wing back around. This is Rick West with the big hole and big yardage down the sideline, down to the 45-yard line of North Allegheny. Coach Render pulling out the trick plays early here, Dan.
Nice play. There's a good block downfield by number 56 of Upper St. Clair, Sean. Nice little misdirection play. North Allegheny has a very aggressive defense. So right away, St. Clair comes out, hopes they overreact and come back to the weak side. Nice pickup.
I don't see a 56, so it must be Brian Drexler, number 58, possibly.
Yeah.
Hard to see the number from up here. But West makes the big pickup, and the Panthers in North Allegheny territory. The fake to the fullback, Martin on that play to give us the Hamrick, the tailback, and he's met quickly in the backfield. North Allegheny, big number 89 up there to help make the play. That's Craig Pollard, the senior defensive end, who leads those linemen in tackling. The leaders on the defense of the linebackers, Steve Bovin and Jason Dunn. They're the two inside backers, and as by design, they will make most of the plays. Darren Martin in motion to the near side of the field. This is Zach Ellis, the backup halfback, the backup tailback on the carry. He's met quickly on the play by Steve Bovin, number 53. It's going to be third down and long here for the Panthers. Third down and about 10 yards to go. The down mark on the far side says fourth, but it is third down.
Yeah, it is.
10 yards to go for the Panthers as Ellis was able to regain what was lost on the second down play, the first down play. Rick West, number 20, the leading receiver, split to the far side of the field for Upper St. Clair. Junior quarterback Mike Tomko calling the signals. Give on the counter play is to Ellis, but the play read nicely. Again, those linebackers from the middle, Steve Bovin up to make the hit, along with his partner, Jason Dunn. Dunn, this junior, Bovin, the senior, the two leading tacklers for the Tigers this season. And right there, you can see why.
Tried to trick them up a little bit with the running play. Little counter play to the left. As you can see, both of them were just sitting there waiting for him. They stayed at home, didn't go for the initial fake.
First punt of the game for the Panthers. Fielded. We've got the no score here early in the first quarter of action. Still no score, this Quad A championship. You're watching here live on KBL, North Allegheny, Upper St. Clair, 0-0.
New from Armor Premium Lean. New Armor Premium Lean hot dogs, made with our best premium lean meats for our best taste. Taste and see, it's so fat-free. It's Armor's best hot dog and 93% fat-free. Taste our best. Armor Premium Lean. Our best. Armor Premium Lean. Our best.
Isn't it wonderful? A tire so special, it may last as long as you own your car. The XH4. Congratulations. It's a Michelin.
On Route 30 in Jeanette, see Martin Tire, the tire experts, serving Westmoreland County since 1954. A lot of places can sell tires, but at Martin Tire, we know tires. It's our only business, so we make it our business to be better. Michelin from Martin Tire.
And welcome back to Three River Stadium. My name is Sean Daugherty, my partner Dan Donahoe in the entertainment booth before game, post game, and at halftime we have John Duffy, George Severese, Mark Uriah waiting for halftime in this one. No score. North Alleghney, Upper St. Clair, Quad A championship of the WPIAL. First and 10
offsides
for the Tigers, the right offensive end. A little bit anxious on that play for the Tigers. It'll make it first and 15 on their own. We'll take it back to about the 11-yard line, just outside the 11-yard line.
Start, offense, repeat first down.
Yeah, just a false start by the right end.
You can see he just kind of falls out.
Probably just lost his balance. Couldn't really see it on that picture, but he just lost his balance and fell out of his set position. We talked earlier in the game, Sean, about field position. Already North Alleghney started their first drive from their 20. Now they're starting this drive at their 11-yard line. So right now St. Clair's in good shape.
Good punt by David Mandler from Upper St. Clair. Has the Tigers starting deep. Randy Smith looking to throw for the first time tonight. Rolling right and run out of bounds. Great pursuit by the Upper St. Clair defense. Found nobody open. And the nose tackle, Mark Hondrew, right on his tail.
Exactly. Great pursuit and great coverage because there was no one there for Smith to throw to.
Be a loss of about 3 yards on the play. Take the Tigers back to their own 8-yard line. Well, they'll have 2nd and 19 to go.
Shows you why Hondrew's a major college prospect. Here's your nose tackle, and he's running down Randy Smith, a very versatile athlete. But he can move.
He sure can. He's the leading tackler on this team, and really the only returner on this defense, other than in the defensive backfield. The short give over the left side of the North Alleghney offense goes to number 34, Dale Nelson. He's the leading rusher on this team with 725 yards on the season. Didn't start all the way through the season, but averages over 7 yards a carry. Wasn't going to get it there. He got about 2 before he was hit by the...
Kind of a pleasant surprise from North Alleghney. They lost Kevin Rock and John Craig from last year's backfield. Smith was the only returner. Nelson came in after about the 4th or 5th game and has really been a boost for their offense.
Josh Currents and Ryan Smith on the tackle for Upper St. Clair. It's 3rd and 17. A passing down for Randy Smith. One back in the backfield. He's got everybody split out. That's Poppleton in motion to the far side of the field. Comes back around on the reverse play to give us to Poppleton. Panthers not fooled at all as Mark Hondrew was waiting for him along with Joe Romano. Hondrew will get the tackle, and it's a gain of nothing, really. It's going to be 4th down and 17 yards to go for North Alleghney as they get set to punt the football. You see the tackle there.
Yeah, nothing very fancy. Again, just a misdirection play, but if St. Clair is not overreacting and stay at home, they're not being fooled right now on that play.
Brett Poppleton back to punt the football. Deep for it. Zach Ellis calls for the fair catch. The North Alleghney 42-yard line. Ellis back there to receive that punt.
I think Ellis was a little disgusted with himself. It was a low kick. He probably could have gotten some return out of that. Nevertheless, they have good field position at about the 42-yard line in North Alleghney.
So the Panthers will try to break the ice here. No score. 5:24 play first quarter. Quad A championship of the WPIAL. Upper St. Clair Panthers got this far last year, only to be set back by the Connellsville Falcons for their first win ever. This is a Panther team with quite a tradition. WPIAL champs in 88 and 89, state champs in 89. Junior quarterback Mike Tomko gives it to his fullback on the play. It's Darren Martin across the 40, a pickup from about 2 yards for the front of the North Alleghney defense. Was able to knock him down after the short game. 2nd and about 7 for the Panthers. Second and 7. Rick West in motion to the far side of the field. Randy Smith following him. He's shadowing him on the far side of the defense. To give us to Zach Ellis now in at the tailback position. But great pursuit by the North Alleghney defense. Gets him in the backfield for the loss.
Andy Berry shot up from his free safety position. See if we can get Andy. There he is. Just good pursuit. No blocking. He just shot the gap. Made a nice one-on-one tackle.
Andy Berry. 67 tackles this season for North Alleghney. Normally you don't like to see your free safety making a lot because you figure they're getting deep on you, but obviously he makes them in the backfield as well as when he was saving touchdowns. Hamrick now at fullback with Ellis at tailback for the Panthers. This is Rick West in motion. Tomko's back to throw. rolling to his right as an open receiver. He had West.
He did have West.
Just a little bit high. West covered on the play by number 87. Todd Swinner. Pass incomplete. The Panthers are going to have to punt the football. That's David Mandler again, number 21, on to punt.
Another good defensive stand by North Alleghney.
Sophomore, number 29, Adrian Harkey, back to return it for the Tigers. Also for a fair catch at the 15-yard line. Wise decision with it. Ryan Smith staring him in the face. Still no score here at the WPIAL Championship. You're watching it, North Alleghney and Upper St. Clair, live on KBL.
We hope the special gift you get this Christmas lasts all year long. Merry Christmas from Eaton Park.
There was no problem with the insurance, but when the car came out of the shop, I told Joe here that it just didn't look right.
You see, that's where Nationwide's Blue Ribbon Claim Guarantee kicks in.
I gotta say, Nationwide really went to bat for me. It got fixed.
Satisfaction guaranteed in writing.
Joe was right. That makes a big difference.
One heck of a difference.
Nationwide is on your side.
In the South Hills area, see Tom Frost or call 561-4831. That's 561-4831.
3:50 to play first quarter. Still no score in the WPIAL Championship. My name is Sean Doherty. My partner Dan Donahoe, and we're here with the Upper St. Clair band, who is sitting in a little bit of rain right now, light rain here at Three Rivers Stadium, and a little bit chilly right now for the Panthers marching band. Back to action. North Alleghney 1st and 10 at their own 15. Randy Smith gives to his tailback on the play. Real short gain as those swarming Upper St. Clair Panthers are up to make the play real quickly and shut down the run attempt made by number 34, Dale Nelson. Nelson has had quite a year for the Panthers, but both teams being very conservative in the offense so far tonight, Dan. What was that big stat Art just handed?
Art just gave me a flash. Both teams are 0 for 2 on their third down attempts. That's about the highlight of the stats right now.
How are they doing 2nd and 9? It's 2nd and 9 for the Tigers here now. Smith rolling to his left, gives to the fullback. The first man on the play gets it out close to the 24-yard line, but still it's going to be a long 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 6 as Nelson took the carry out to the 20-yard line, but need to get to 25 for a first down. It's 3rd and 5 for the Tigers. As Art graciously told us, 0 for 2 on screen. As you see the graphic there, you see there has not been great field position for Randy Smith really to do anything with this offense special here, but he's got 3rd and 5, trying to get something started. Looking to throw. Barely got the ball over the leaping Alan Hamrick and fell incomplete. Intended on the far side for Brett Poppleton. And knocked down by that Panther defense. Chris Dunn, number 11, the senior defensive back there in the coverage. Zach Ellis and David Mandler back to return the Brett Poppleton punt here. Poppleton standing at his own 6, awaiting the snap. Gets it away, and it's Mandler this time. He'll take it at his own 35. And come to the near side of the field. Leaps over one tackler, gets it about to the 47-yard line. So the Panthers again with some decent field position to start an offensive series. We haven't seen much offense so far in this game, just the one first down by Upper St. Clair on the reverse by West. The first play they had the ball on offense in the game.
And it's been tough for North Alleghney so far tonight, Sean, because they've been kind of in a defensive position while on offense because of the bad field position. They don't want to make a mistake. They've been forced to punt on 3 successive occasions. But it's time for Upper St. Clair to start taking advantage of this field position. They haven't so far.
Alan Hamrick has checked out of the ball game. Ross Alessandro in at fullback for the Panthers with Zach Ellis at tailback. They give us to Alessandro.
Good hit.
He's out to about the 50-yard line, but knocked down quickly by number 53. That's Steve Bovin, the senior, the leading tackler on this team, 104 tackles this season. How's that for a season?
The other thing I think we're seeing earlier, Sean, as far as the offenses go, is that both teams are trying to run in between tackles. Neither team has been real successful, but to set up the outside game on their offense, they're trying to get some yardage inside. So far, neither team has been able to.
See if the Panthers can do it here on 2nd and 8. Tomko, the quarterback, looking to throw. Has his man over the middle. I believe that's West. He catches it about the 46-yard line. It is Rick West. His first reception in the ball game.
Just about a 4-yard straight drop. Little down and in pattern. Great stick by Poppleton. And a good concentration to hold on to the football.
It leaves the Panthers with 3rd and 2. Well, there you see
the contrast.
Yeah, there it is. Upper St. Clair starting out average each time. Their own 47. They're trying to make something of it now here. 3rd and 2 with 52 seconds to go in the first quarter. Tomko has a full house backfield behind him. Alessandro, the fullback. The fake to Alessandro. The give is to Zach Ellis. And Ellis down to the 40-yard line with a slashing run before he's knocked down on the play by number 57.
Real nice blocking by the right tackle on the right end. There you see the double team, and there you see the lane. Ellis just got tripped up a little bit. I know he'd like to have that back because if he could have stayed on his feet, there was nobody outside, and Ellis has the speed to break it.
So it wasn't 57. That was Todd Swinner again, number 87, to make the play for the North Allegheny Tigers and basically save the big run, as Dan said. 1st and 10 Panthers at the North Allegheny 40-yard line. Deepest penetration, I believe. Tomko has Mandler in the slot on the far side. Mandler on the reverse.
He's gonna throw it.
And he's going to throw it. Which way is he going to throw it? He doesn't throw it.
He was looking for number 20, Rick West, who was coming from the left side. Let's see if we have a replay here.
Jason Dunn.
It was an option all the way.
Fake to Ellis. The give to Mandler.
And West, who you can't see, you can see that he's looking to the left, but he was covered. North Allegheny did a good job. They weren't fooled for it.
They also stayed with Tomko, so he couldn't throw it back to the quarterback either on the play. A very well-defensed play by the North Allegheny Tigers.
That's one thing you have to realize if you're playing against Jim Render. He likes trick plays. He usually has 1 or 2 a game. We've seen him throw the halfback option and so forth before, so you have to be prepared for that. North Allegheny was.
As you see, that's the end of the first quarter of play. Still no score. You're watching the WPIAL Championships, the Quad A matchup. NA in Upper St. Clair, no score, live on KBL.
Where does Elvis go when he leaves the building? Home to watch Guy and Stan on Hockey Hotline, only on KBL.
There's a lake where the fish are bigger than the tales fishermen tell, where the deer and the antelope do more than roam. They rule. And a place that gives new meaning to the phrase sitting duck. Now you can discover all these places on the Suzuki King Quad with 2-wheel, 4-wheel, and 4-wheel drive with front differential lock. Get a new ATV for no money down with Suzuki's Get It Now financing. Because when you're hunting bear, you can't afford to get stuck in his tracks.
There are 2 ways to put a movie theater in your home. You could build one. Or you could simply buy the giant 35-inch RCA home theater with SRS sound. It's the easiest way to get a movie theater in your home.
Come see all the RCA home entertainment products at Shopping Center TV in Greensburg.
Welcome back to Three Rivers Stadium. We're live here, and it's Upper St. Clair, 2nd and 15 to give us the tailback, Alan Hamrick. A nice 6-yard carry up the middle of that Upper St. Clair line to get some of the yardage lost on the first down play. Again, brought down by the middle linebacker, Steve Bovin. As you get a look at it here, West in motion. Tomko going to hand the ball here to Hamrick following the block of Darren Martin. No, that's Zach Ellison there making the block there.
Nice run. Pick up about 6 or 7 on the play. It's 3rd and about 9, so they got a little bit of that loss back.
And Ellis back at tailback on this play.
Over the
Tomko
middle.
Looking to throw. He had Mandler a little bit too tall, though, with Randy Smith in coverage. Pass falls harmlessly incomplete. The Panthers will be punting the ball again But again, with the opportunity of pinning North Allegheny deep in their own territory, as David Mandler will be punting this football. You see there the Capitals leading the Penguins 2-0 after one period over at the Civic Arena tonight. Hope you're not watching that pay-per-view. You're watching this.
Get it for free.
Get this much more exciting. But actually, the Penguins having a great year so far. That punt took a good Upper St. Clair bounce, but
and let's give credit to North Allegheny. Who was that? Number 29?
Yeah, that's the sophomore, Adrian Harkey,
with a great fake. Upper St. Clair bit on the fake.
Yep, they let the ball bounce, and that's what killed them. They were down there to had it covered nicely. The ball took a funny bounce and actually bounced really the only place it could have, and not to be down by the Panthers. So the Tigers will start at their own 20. Still not great field position. At least it's
could have
not
been a lot worse.
Exactly. That's right. Nice play by the sophomore, a thoughtful play, real intuitive. So this is senior quarterback Randy Smith. Gives off to Poppleton on the little off tackle play over the right side. Chris Dunn knocks him down out about the 27-yard line. Nice 7-yard run there for Drew Poppleton, maybe 8.
Having a little trouble running inside, so this time they decide to go outside. Poppleton does a good job getting around the end. Nice block there. Pretty good pickup of about 9 yards.
And the key to that one was they knocked down Hondry. You can't really see it here in this picture, but
that's Dale Nelson, 34 there with a real good block.
Right. And Poppleton followed it nicely. Second and short, second and just to make the 30-yard line. He's going to get the first down. That's number 7, Andy Barry, the fullback, with the carry. Get a look at the first down stats. Are not much to them. 2 first downs for the Panthers. Only 9 rushing yards from North Allegheny, although they've doubled that here with the first down here, their first of the evening. And Panthers, well, it was their first quarter.
Kind of what we expected, though, going into this game.
2 very evenly matched football teams. First and 10, Tigers are on 22.
Nice adjustment by North Allegheny, again going to the outside, trying to pick up some yardage.
Matt Bundick on the carry, gets some nice yardage out to about the 37-yard line. Over the left side that time, and as you said, Smith, the ball fake, just tremendous.
Yeah, one of these times he's going to hold on to that ball. We haven't seen him run the ball yet tonight, but I think it's coming up. One of these times he's just going to fake that and keep it and go around the end.
Got a good quick look there at head coach Jim Render, the Upper St. Clair Panthers. Number 26, Jackie Walsh, split to the near side for Smith. Here comes the option. Smith makes the pitch to Poppleton. Panthers cover it nicely.
And David Mandler just shooting up from a secondary position.
And Joe Romano following to finish the tackle.
There is just a little option, fake to the belly back, and here's the option. Just a real good job by Mandler coming up.
Good pursuit by Romano. The play out about the 39-yard line. It's going to leave it 3rd down and 3 for the Tigers. Going left this time. Smith gives it, takes it himself, tries to get out across the 40. He's going to be short of the first down. Question is, will Coach Rankin punt the ball away here, or do you think he takes the first big risk of the game on 4th and short?
No, I think you punt the ball here. I don't think you give it. You know, you've gotten out of the hole on offense, and now you have a chance to put St. Clair in a little bit of a hole. So they picked up about 20 yards on that series. That gets the field possession back into their favor.
Ellis and Mailer deep to receive Brett Poppleton's punt. Poppleton standing at his own 27-yard line. Snap is a good one. He gets the kick away without any trouble.
Nice kick.
High, and Ellis calls for the fair catch at his own 20. So the Panthers set back in their deepest and worst field position of the first half. With that, we'll take a break. Still no score here at Three Rivers Stadium. 8:20 to play. North Allegheny 0, Upper St. Clair 0. You're watching the WPIAL Finals live on KBL.
Last year, Ford had 5 out of the 10 best-selling vehicles in the U.S. That's a pretty good share. And now that the new 93 Fords are here, there's no telling how far we'll go. 7, 8, 9 out of 10? Who knows? Right now, you can get the Ford Taurus for $249 a month with a 24-month lease. That's right. America's design leader is now just $249 a month. With an offer this good, what's next? 10 out of the 10 bestsellers? 11 out of 10? 12 out of 10. Hurry to your neighborhood Ford dealer today.
Guess where the senior PGA has landed? The seniors play Quicksilver, September '93. For 2-for-1 series badges, call today.
And we're back. Upper St. Clair Panthers back on offense, just inside their own 20-yard line, actually on the 19. 1st and 10 to go. They're 8:20 to go in the first half. Get a look at head coach Jim Render talking things over with one of his assistant coaches on the sideline, saying, how do we get things started against this NA defense?
Yeah, probably a little disappointed that they blew 3 possessions where they had the ball around midfield.
Junior quarterback Mike Tomko under center has West in motion. They give us to the tailback Ellis on the pitch. He has
nice
room,
run.
breaks a tackle and gets it out. A nice 20-yard pickup. Touchdown saved as Ellis kind of lost his balance toward the end of the run. Brett Poppleton ran him out of bounds, but not before. Ellis was able to pick up a nice 20 yards on the carry.
Kind of similar to what North Alleghney was doing. They couldn't run inside. They went outside. Here comes Upper St. Clair going outside. Nice little hurdle there. That got him about 15 more yards. See the ball in the outside hand, gets knocked out, goes out of bounds.
If you wonder why Zach Ellis, the junior tailback for Upper St. Clair, looks like such a natural runner, you may be inclined to know that his father, the famed Buddy Ellis, All-American defensive back with Penn State back in 1972. A lot of Western Pennsylvania
Did your homework.
guys will remember him, sure. There's the give to Hamrick this time. Across the 40 out to about the 45-yard line. Nice pickup for Alan Hamrick. It's going to give the Panthers a little momentum here with we get under 8 minutes to play in the first half. Following the blocking of Mark Hondrew. And right tackle Brian Drexler, number 58. JT Render into the game, number 44, the coach's son. Flanked out in the slot to the near side of the field. Ellis is the tailback. Behind Hamrick, the pitch is to Zach Ellis. He's going to try the near end, and he gets to the corner. Close to the 50-yard line and close to another first down.
Ellis pretty much did that on his own with good speed. Just a student body left.
Linebacker Jason Dunn ran him out for the Tigers.
It's real good speed. Didn't look like he had the corner, but he made it. Got the first down out of it.
Panthers back in North Alleghney territory just barely as the ball sits squarely on the 50-yard line with the nose of it reaching into North Alleghney territory. 7.5 minutes to play here in the first half. Still no score in this Quad West tussle. Quad A championship tussle, I should say. West in motion to the far side. Tomko gives it to the fullback. That's Alan Hamrick on the carry. Down to about the 42-yard line, a pickup of about 8 yards for the Panthers.
North Alleghney taking a risk here on defense. They got 6 guys on the line of scrimmage, and you can see once you get by there, it's only him and one man to beat. Nice tackle, slowed him down until he got help.
And it's a good thing, too, because if Hamrick, had he regained his feet, as you said, was nothing in front of him.
Yeah, NA earlier in the game was playing a lot of 5-man front on defense. That time they went to a 6-man front. Now they're back to the 5.
2nd and 2 for the Panthers. Hamrick at fullback, Ellis the tailback. The fake to Hamrick that time. They give to Ellis on the counter play inside the 40 to the 37-yard line for the first down. Todd Swinner with the tackle for the Tigers from his defensive back position.
Nothing tricky, little counter play. He was able to run through the first tackle, picked up some good yards. All of a sudden now Upper St. Clair's offensive linemen are starting to control the line of scrimmage.
Todd Swinner, a big defensive back at 6'4", 207, up to make that tackle. Going to look at some of the signs around Three Rivers Stadium here. They call the Panthers the Untouchables. Well, they've shut out 6 teams so far, and they're unbeaten so far this year. We'll have to see if they are unbeatable. This is quarterback Mike Junko, the junior, calling the signals. Hamrick takes it on the counter play.
Nice run.
Spins away from Swinner. Knocked down on the play by number 26. Jack Walsh came up to help out on the play as Swinner made the first hit, but not before Hamrick picked up even more yardage for the Panthers. Nice 6-yard carry for him.
Had an opportunity of seeing Hamrick play earlier this year, and that typifies his running style. He will run through arm tackles. He's a strong kid, much stronger than he looks. He's really not that big of a kid, but he has good, strong legs, and he's a tough kid.
Darren Martin in at fullback, replacing Hamrick as he gets a blow. This is J.T. Render in motion toward this near side of the field. They give us to Martin. He got down to about the 30-yard line.
Early whistle.
They got an early whistle here. They're going to mark the ball at about the 36-yard line. Darren Martin on the carry.
That was just a real early whistle.
Jason Dunn made the hit, I believe.
Fortunate for Upper St. Clair. I still thought this play was going on here. The whistle comes in.
It was Dunn, and then Andy Barry from the defensive backfield. As you said, it must have been an early whistle.
Yeah, it was. I could hear it
from the fifth guy that hit him that really knocked it out. So it's...
You know, St. Clair would have retained possession, but they would have lost about 10 more yards on it.
Right. 3rd and 3, though, for the Panthers as the call goes in their favor. Mandler in motion. To give to Zach Ellis down near the 30-yard line, but I think he's going to be a little short of the first down. Todd Swinner.
Yeah, he's going to
make the tackle for the Tigers.
It's going to be about a half a yard short. I think he had to get to about the 28.
Let's see where they mark it.
I think he's right around the 29.
Yeah, just inside the 30, really.
Kind of a no-brainer here, 4th and 1.
But the Panthers going to take the brain. Coach Render's going to talk this one over here.
I don't think there's any doubt about they're going for it. You know, it's too far to kick a field goal, and it's too short for a punt. It's just a matter of which play do they want right now.
4th and 2 on the 30-yard line. We're going to take a break here. Still no score in the Quad A Championship. North Alleghney, Upper St. Clair. You're watching these WPIAL Championships live on KBL.
Isn't it wonderful? A tire so special, it may last as long as you own your car. The XH4. Congratulations. It's a Michelin.
On Route 30 in Jeanette, see Martin Tire, the tire experts, serving Westmoreland County since 1954. A lot of places can sell tires, but at Martin Tire, we know tires. It's our only business, so we make it our business to be better. Michelin from Martin Tire.
New from Armour Premium Lean. New Armour Premium Lean Deli Tray. Our best tasting deli sliced meats in our clear deli tray package. Taste and see, it's so fat-free. Armour's best tasting meats, deli sliced in our clear deli tray.
Taste our best. Armour Premium Lean. Our best. Armour Premium Lean. Our best.
Okay, with 4:26 to play in the first half, we've yet to have a team convert on 3rd down, so the Panthers are going to try it here on 4th.
Try it on 4th.
4th and 2, full house backfield, stacked I formation. Ellis is the tailback. He's got Hamrick in front of him along with...
He didn't get it.
It's the keeper.
Oh, he kept it.
Mike
He faked me
Tomko.
out.
First down to the 25-yard line as Brett Poppleton ran him out of bounds along with Todd Swinner.
Real nice call. Had us faked out.
Nice ball handling move made there by the junior quarterback, and just so happens the cameraman knew it all the way. This is Mike Tomko, the junior, with his first carry of the evening.
Nice work, guys.
Nice first down run for the Panthers on 4th and 2. So it's first down on the North Alleghney 24-yard line here for Upper St. Clair. Same formation with Martin and actually Ellis playing fullback this time. Tailback is Hamrick. He has the pitch. He's inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line.
And again, Upper St. Clair having a lot of success running outside. Here you see the Capitals and the Penguins, 2-2 on a Kevin Stevens goal.
Steve Bovin, more importantly, on the tackle for North Alleghney.
This has been a very impressive drive by Upper St. Clair. They started about their own 20-yard line.
Exactly their 20, yep. We're tied here as well at 0-0. Panthers with 3.5 minutes to try to get on the scoreboard here in the first half. On the 17, 2nd and 3. The pitch is to Zach Ellis. He's got room on the far side. He finds a hole, squeezes through, and he's down to the 10-yard line, inside the 10, I think, where it'll probably be 1st and goal.
Let's take a look at the replay here. There's a nice double team block downfield that really sprung him. There you see nothing fancy. Pitch left one time, pitch right. There's a double team. He did a good job of cutting inside and getting a couple more yards out of it.
Dave Simon up to make the play for the North Allegheny Tigers on that one, but it is a 1st and 10. The ball set on the 11-yard line for the Panthers. Same power I set up here. Hamrick, the tailback, the give is to him.
Oh.
Over left tackle, a shoestring tackle made by Randy Smith, the quarterback. Come from his defensive back position, saved a touchdown there.
He did
Hamrick
save a
could see
touchdown.
the goal line. Down to the 6-yard line, though. It's going to be 2nd and 5 for Upper St. Clair here.
North Allegheny's thinking they got to keep them out of the end zone, hold them to a field goal.
Hamrick and Ellis, a fine set of backs. Rick West checks into the Upper St. Clair lineup, replacing Darren Martin. So we'll probably see a little bit of a more spread formation here. West will go to the flanker position. With the I formation behind Junko, it's Hamrick at fullback and Ellis at tailback. Interchangeable parts, the junior and the senior. The pitch is to the tailback, Ellis, over the right side, following the block of Brian Drexler and Ryan Smith. Hole closed nicely by number 70, Eric Rohrbaugh.
Yeah, there's a good view. Same pitch they've been running this time. Just real good pursuit by the inside linebacker, number 53 for North Allegheny. Let's see, that is
Steve Boven.
Steve Boven. Who else? I should know that number by now.
All night long, you bet. 3rd and 4 here from the North Allegheny Tiger 5, and Coach Render wants to use his 2nd time out here in the 1st half. 1:37 to play. 1:37, Dan, we're going to talk this one over. What do you think as Coach Render brings Rick West and Darren Martin onto the field with him? So a little bit of change in personnel as well as maybe a change in play here. What do you think the Panthers
I'll tell you, I've
will
been
go
watching
with?
Upper St. Clair play football under Coach Render for so many years, and he is one of the toughest coaches to predict what he will do. You know, they've had some success running the pitch to both sides. You know, when they needed a 1st down before, a little trick play with the fake and with the quarterback keeping around the end. But he's just a tough coach to predict. They have a lot of weapons with Ellis outside and Hamrick inside. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
Coach Render, as you said, been doing it for so long in his 14th year at Upper St. Clair. You got to look there at how these teams made it here to this evening's game. Upper St. Clair, no trouble with Woodland Hills. Their 6th shutout of the year. A little tougher time with Butler in bad weather last Saturday afternoon. They're playing well, though, here in the rain. North Allegheny, the impressive win over Connellsville, which really surprised a lot of people, the fact that they did it 21-0.
Yeah.
We got 3rd and 4 with 1:37 to play in the 1st half. Upper St. Clair Panthers with the ball in the North Allegheny 5.
It's a running formation. If he throws, it's probably going to go to one of the tight ends.
Sends West in motion. Tomko, the quarterback. The give is on the counter to Hamrick. He's down to about the 3, but he's going to be short of a 1st down.
Yeah, and there's a flag down, too. Came from the side judge. It should be an offsides or a hold. A hold would really hurt Upper St. Clair.
Brian Bauer, the senior defensive back in there in the goal line situation, made the tackle for the Tigers. Let's see what the officials decide here as they talk it over with Randy Smith.
A little bit of a decision. It would be 4th.
And a couple yards.
Yeah, of about 4 yards.
They declined it. The ball marked just outside the 4. Yeah, I thought he got a little more yardage on that.
Yeah, I did too.
So it's going to be 4th and actually just inside the 5. It's 4th and 4 according to the scoreboard. So it's make it a long 3.5 anyway.
About a 25-yard, 26-yard field goal.
Bill Price, a senior kicker, on to put this one through for the Panthers.
No, I'm sorry. That's about a 22-yard.
He's kicked 5 field goals this season, his longest in the season, 33 yards.
Right through the chute.
That one up and good. Billy Price gives the Panthers the early 3-0 lead.
And a real nice job by the holder because it wasn't a real good snap. Did a good job getting the ball down and a nice kick by Price.
So the Panthers strike first. They lead this one 3-0 over North Allegheny. You're watching the WPIAL Quad A Championship here live on KBL.
Opportunities begin at Waynesburg College.
To come to Waynesburg College would be a wise choice. The opportunities are limitless. The exposure to local and federal agencies are numerous, and it would be a great choice to come here to pursue an education.
The International Student Organization brings international students together and also tries to educate others about the places that we've come from.
And there are many opportunities on campus for women to grow and be leaders. One of those opportunities is the Vera Hines Award, which I won last year. It enabled me to study and travel in 8 different countries in Europe.
Find out how Waynesburg College can make a difference in your life, too. We're located just 50 miles south of Pittsburgh, so come and visit us and see why Waynesburg College really is the place where opportunities begin.
There's a scoring drive there as we're back at Three River Stadium. Panthers drawing first blood, 14 plays, 76 yards, and the 3-0 lead on the field goal by Billy Price. The kickoff by Carbonera. The return here by the North Allegheny Tigers out across the 30-yard line to give themselves some decent field position for the first time this afternoon. Kickoff return by number 30, Matt Bundick, and made a nice run of it.
So a real impressive scoring drive by Upper St. Clair, but NA can take that as a little bit of a victory. They kept them out of the end zone, kept them to a three-pointer.
So senior quarterback Matt Smith with just 51 seconds to try to get the Tigers on the board. Goes to the air, finds number 26, Jackie Walsh, with the catch. Chris Dunn on the play for the Panther defense. And the coverage, but the pass is complete out to about the 35. Only a pickup of about 4 yards, maybe 3. Will make it second and a long 6 for the Tigers from their own 35-yard line. 46 seconds to play first half, trailing 3-0. Smith has split backs behind him. He's going to throw again, rolling to his right, looking down the right sideline. This pass incomplete as his receiver, number 83, Jason Rice, caught the football out of bounds. Rick West on the coverage for the Panthers, along with Chris Dunn. So it's going to be third and about 6 yards here on their own 35 for the Tigers. 41 seconds to play in the half. See if maybe they'll put it on the ground and maybe run the clock here. There's the running play to Dale Nelson. Panther defense up quickly to make the play and stop him.
See if
Mark Rutledge.
St. Clair has a timeout left.
See if Coach Render wants to use it here and go for the block punt. Clock ticking with 23 seconds. Down to 20 as you see it on the bottom of your screen. Panthers have decided not to stop the clock. And we'll see if NA even has to punt it. There's the timeout now. Wonder waited so long. Clock down to 12 seconds. The Panthers finally use it. I guess maybe Coach Render only wants to give them one chance here. Go for the block punt. If they don't get it, then they'll let it run out. That's their last timeout, the Panthers. So obviously they'll send everybody at this punter. You'd think that anyway.
Yeah, that's the only, the only problem with that is if you do block the punt and don't score off it, you could recover the ball around the 20 or 30-yard line. You're out of time.
Right. Well, I think the clock may stop on a change of possessions. I'm not sure. Anyway, what we have is North Allegheny 0 for 5 on third down conversions so far in this ballgame. As you see their fans trying to get things started a little bit here. It's kind of a miserable night to sit and watch football. I hope you're enjoying it in the comfort of your living rooms. We want to thank the people at KBL for helping us make this all possible for you tonight and this afternoon.
As you see St. Clair line up, it doesn't really look like they're going for the block at all.
Poppleton back to punt it for NA. Maybe he just wants to see if they'll snap it over his head, or maybe he wants just give Ellis a chance to run it back all the way.
Yeah, they go for return the whole way.
Mandler comes up the field at the 35, called for a fair catch.
I give up.
Panthers will have one play in 7 seconds, I guess, here. Maybe one try from Tomko to see if he can throw it to the end zone 65 yards. See what Coach Render has in mind here. Nope, they're going to start the clock right here, I bet you, as soon as the team gets on the field. They did, and the clock's going to run out. Let's see. Nope, it's not started. Okay. 7 seconds to play, first half. Panthers have 65 yards to go. Joe Viviano split to the near side of the field, west of the far side, I formation behind Tomko. To give us to the fullback. Alan Hamrick, they wanted to see if they could crack him loose. That's going to be the last play of the first half.
I think we were trying to find logic where there wasn't any.
So Upper St. Clair and head coach Jim Render head to the locker room with a 3-0 lead over the North Allegheny Tigers. You are watching the WPIAL Quad A Championship live on KBL.
New from Armor Premium Lean.
New Armor Premium Lean Deli Tray. Our best tasting deli sliced meats in our clear deli tray package.
Taste and see, it's so fat-free.
Armor's best tasting meats, deli sliced in our clear deli tray.
Taste our best. Armor Premium Lean. Our best. Armor Premium Lean. Our best.
Isn't it wonderful? A tire so special, it may last as long as you own your car. The XH4. Congratulations. It's a Michelin.
Available at Homer City Tire, Route 119 in Homer City, and Bullwinkle Tire, Main Street in Clarion. Michelin, because so much is riding on your tires. Homer City Tire, Bullwinkle Tire. If you've got the car, we've got the tire.
Well, welcome back to Three River Stadium. My name's Sean Daugherty, my partner Dan Donahoe. 3-0 here, Dan. Not the first half we expected to see.
Yeah. Let me get my mic here,
Put
Sean.
that down. We're on camera.
That always helps.
This is for television here.
Pretty much the way we expected the first half, Sean. Defensive struggle. Probably the only surprising thing in the first half was that Upper St. Clair, that had good field possession on their first 3 possessions, wasn't able to capitalize on it. But then when they start in deep in their own position at the 20, they go 76 yards and kick the field goal.
That they did. The one very nice drive of the ball game. Coach Render deciding not to go for the questionable score, but take the sure thing. Bill Price has been a heck of a kicker for this team all season. 5 field goals. He's 39 out of 44 on point after attempts, so he's an accurate kicker. The weather is not all that bad out there, and as Price proved, he put it through. A 3-0 lead for the Panthers. Kind of an interesting, even game, basically, coming out to play a second half of football. Panthers, though, Coach Render deciding not to receive the opening kickoff. They'll receive it after the half.
Yeah, exactly. And it was a good decision by him to take the 3 points. He sees this as a defensive game. And as we talked in the pregame, field position, turnovers, and kicking game. And field possession in the kicking game, he won. There were no turnovers in the first half. So he has to be pretty happy with that. Also, they got some success running the ball outside on that drive, something I think we'll see more by Upper St. Clair in the second
Great
half.
first half from both Zach Ellis and Alan Hamrick running the football for Upper St. Clair. Of course, whenever you say that and you have both backs, and then you add Darren Martin and a couple others to it, you say, well, how about that offensive line? Ryan Smith at left end, Todd Amick, the big number 77, at left tackle. Kind of surprised we didn't see him in short yardage. They've been known to move the left tackle back into the fullback position and go for the touchdown. He has 11 touchdowns this year, in fact. Ross Drenning, Dave Mislinski, Mark Hondrew, Ryan Drexler, and Joe Romano, the other offensive linemen for the Panthers that got them the 3-0 lead.
Still anybody's ball game, though.
That's for sure. Well, we're going to send it over after this break to George and Duff and Mark Uriah in the halftime booth. We're going to take a break here. You're watching WPIAL Championship Football live on KBL.
You don't know how magnificent U.S. prime beef can be till you've been to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, home of serious steaks.
Okay, sports fans, next time you're in a pool, make sure you have the right stats. No, not 36, 24, 36. We're talking about football. Don't take a dive this year. Beat the spread with WinMore, a revolutionary new system designed to help you win, win, win. With the WinMore system, you get 28 Pro Team cards with last year's game-by-game results, plus vital point spread information for the last 10 years. You'll also get each team's 1992 schedule set up so you can record this year's action game by game, which will help you win more. The complete WinMore system includes the 28 Pro Team cards, the point spread data, a deluxe presentation binder, and an official pocket schedule, all for $39.95. And if you order right now, you'll also receive as a special bonus a detailed 3-year analysis of your 3 favorite teams. Here's how to order. To order the complete WinMore system, including the special 3-year analysis of your 3 favorite teams for $39.95, plus shipping and handling, use your credit card and call 1-800-766-6076. That's 1-800-766-6076. 1-800-766-6076. Sorry, no CODs. That number again is 1-800-766-6076.
Hi, George Savarese back here with a little bit of feedback as we go in the control room, bringing you the halftime of the Quad A Championship between North Alleghney and Upper St. Clair. Upper St. Clair Panthers taking a 3-0 lead over the North Alleghney Tigers here at halftime. That on the strength of a 22-yard field goal by Billy Price. And joining me are my partners John Duffy and Mark Uriah. And we're going to show you some highlights now of the first half, a real defensive struggle. These highlights brought to us by Condoc, your Western Pennsylvania supplier for office systems, featuring Lanier copiers since 1955. And let's go to the highlights right now. As you can see, Upper St. Clair and North Alleghney both playing great defense. Here early we see a run to the outside by number 20, Rick West of Upper St. Clair. That was one of the best runs of the half. Here you see number 41, Zach Ellis, shut down by the NA defense. Now it's North Alleghney's turn to go on offense. They try to turn it up the field, but not a lot of success. And we see once again Zach Ellis being shut down by North Alleghney. A nice stop there by number 7, Andrew Berry. Here we have Upper St. Clair trying to go to the passing attack. A nice hit there by the North Alleghney defenders. It really was a game featuring the defenses on both sides of the scrimmage line, and it's really something that we came to expect because North Alleghney had 5 shutouts on the year. Upper St. Clair had 7 shutouts. Here you see Zach Ellis, the fake to Ellis. And you see number 21 was looking, that's David Mandler, looking for the pass downfield. No receiver was open. He held onto the ball and he had to swallow it. Just a great first half if you like strong defensive plays, because that's really what we had. And then towards the end of the half, we saw the fumble. Upper St. Clair recovered, and they continued their drive. There we see Zach Ellis getting the ball inside the 10. Then the handoff, getting the ball to the 6-yard line. The pitch off to Zach Ellis, not successful. North Alleghney tightens up their defense when they have to. They forced the field goal try, and Billy Price comes on from 22 yards out and puts it straight through, and that's where we are right now. Upper St. Clair leading North Alleghney 3-0 at the half. Gentlemen, anything surprising you about this game? Pretty much the struggle we expected to see on the defensive side.
I would say really no surprise at all. It's a lot like the AAA game was that you and I both did. A very strong defensive first half on both sides, and it seems like this Quad A game, like the AAA game, really dominated by the teams themselves, whereas it seems as though the single A and the double A games were dominated by the individual players. Some great performances there. Sure, Pat Cutshaw had a couple of touchdowns and an interception for Blackhawk, but still just some very strong team play by the Cougars and strong team play on both sides thus far in the first half. Here.
Panthers seem to have a great defense as well. In the single A game and the double A game, we saw some great individual performances. And Dave Mercier was the MVP in a single A game with 3 touchdowns, and Stephon Atkins did a nice job in the second game as well with 4 touchdowns.
Well, in these types of games, you look for your top players to step up, and we saw that in those 2 early games. Now here, both these 2 teams, not so much top players, but top units, their defenses. You mentioned the shutouts that each of these teams have coming into this game, and it showed, and I'm somewhat surprised that Upper St. Clair was able to put that long drive together, even though they only got a field goal out of it. But up to that point, I think we saw in the first drive for Upper St. Clair, the run by West, for quite some time, deep into the second quarter. I believe that was the only first down of the entire half up until that long drive by Upper St. Clair. So, you know, both teams in this type of defensive struggle want to be careful, because the defense can tend to make a play for you, whether it's a fumble recovery or an interception or something, and that can quickly turn into points. So the offenses, I think, are cognizant of what the opposing defenses are capable of doing, so they're just trying to play it close to the vest and try to take advantage of breaks when and if they can get them.
A little bit like prize fighters filling each other out early. That was kind of the situation in the first half of the AAA game as well. When Blackhawk and Knock were scoreless, it was really a defensive struggle in that game as well. And then in the second half, Blackhawk opened it up with 20 points. So look for this game to be perhaps conservative as well going into the second half, but don't be too surprised if one of the teams is able to maybe get a drive going. And if Upper St. Clair can do that, then they go up 10-0, and that's a pretty solid lead. If North Alleghney comes back, then they've got a chance to upset an Upper St. Clair team that has been doing very, very well the last few years. We saw Upper St. Clair winning it in '88 and '89. They took a year off in 1990, and then they were runners-up last year. So Three River Stadium is no foreign place to the Panthers from Upper St. Clair. They're back again this year playing a very, very tough North Alleghney team, and this really is the game to watch tonight here on KBL as we bring you the final game in the 4 high school championship games live from Three River Stadium. George Savarese with John Duffy and Mark Uriah will be back right after this on KBL.
Opportunities begin at Waynesburg College.
To come to Waynesburg College would be a wise choice. The opportunities are limitless. The exposure to local and federal agencies are numerous, and it would be a great choice to come here to pursue an education.
The International Student Organization brings international students together and also tries to educate others about the places that we've come from.
And there are many opportunities on campus for women to grow and be leaders. One of those opportunities is the Vera Hines Award, which I won last year. It enabled me to study and travel in 8 different countries in Europe.
Find out how Waynesburg College can make a difference in your life, too. We're located just 50 miles south of Pittsburgh, so come and visit us and see why Waynesburg College really is the place where opportunities begin.
Meet Jesse. He's a lot like you, except he's paralyzed from a spinal cord injury. Every hour, a spinal cord injury devastates another life, but a cure is within our reach. Please help us find it. Don't walk away. Call the Spinal Cord Society today. 100% of your donation will go for research to find a cure.
Back here on KBL with the WPIAL championships. Our guest again, Joe Butler, here at halftime. Joe, very quickly, your thoughts on the first half so far?
Oh, it's one of the hardest hitting high school football games I've ever seen. The linebackers on both teams are pursuing the ball well. They're penetrating. Upper St. Clair is really coming up and making a big play, and so is North Alleghney. But Upper St. Clair can really run the football, and they're kind of dominating the game right now. And the weaknesses of both teams is their passing game. But as I said before, I think a field goal might determine the game, Mark.
Well, we've already seen the field goal. Do you think Upper St. Clair will, I don't want to use the term sit on this lead because it's only 3-0, but they're in a little bit better position than North Alleghney as they have a great defense, obviously, Upper St. Clair, and they can afford to be conservative, if that's the right word, and let their defense win the game for them.
Upper St. Clair kind of had North Alleghney in the hole. They were punting them back inside the 20 for the whole first half, and North Alleghney had a long way to go, and they just couldn't sustain a drive. But North Alleghney has a good team, and they have a good defense, and they need a break here because their quarterback's not a great passer, but he can pass the ball short. But I think a break could help them out, where Upper St. Clair could actually turn around and dominate the game and make it like the Blackhawk game if North Alleghney doesn't watch out.
Joe, how big a key would you say the first 5 minutes of the second half is in a close football game like this?
It's always a big key in any football game. The start of the third quarter can actually dictate the outcome of the game. And North Alleghney has to sustain a drive. Even if they don't score, they have to be able to move the ball down the field a little bit and show Upper St. Clair that they have some confidence in their game. If they don't move the ball and Upper St. Clair comes out and scores or drives the ball on them, that could really destroy their confidence and keep their defense on the field and kind of almost eliminate them from the game.
So is it pretty much the next team that scores is going to win this one, do you think?
That could be the outcome of it. The next team that scores a touchdown. I'd say if Upper St. Clair scores a touchdown, with North Alleghney's ability to move the ball by the run, it's going to dictate to North Alleghney that they have to throw the ball, and their passing game isn't real strong right now.
Joe, let's talk about some of the individual players in this game. Most people are attracted to offense. They see big numbers, and it's easy for them to say, well, this guy's a top player. We're seeing a lot of defense here in this first half. That makes maybe some of that talent maybe a little harder to spot. but I would assume that those guys are probably the top names that you're looking at right now, the guys playing defense.
Yeah, well, college guys are looking for guys with speed and quickness combined with size. One guy out there in particular, Mark Andrew, doesn't have the great size, but he has all kind of speed and quickness and toughness, and he's one of the best football players in Western Pennsylvania, but unfortunately he's not a giant kid, but you know, he can be kind of kid you just want to take a shot on. Alan Hamrick's a good player. He plays fullback and linebacker. Romano boy's a good player. The Smith boy's a good player. So Upper St. Clair has a lot of good football players. They're one of the best coached teams around. And conversely, so does North Alleghney. They have a lot of excellent players, no superstars, but they all blend together. One kid in particular, Craig Pollard, is one of the better linebackers in WPIAL, and they all blend together into a good unit, and they're well coached and well organized.
You really, when you get right down to it, you have two great programs here, not only for football, but really for all sports. You know, both of these schools do very well in just about any sport you want to pick.
Yeah, kids love sports in North Alleghney and Upper St. Clair. They love to play. They got good programs. They got excellent coaching. They got good feeder systems in all their sport programs, and that's why they're here today, both teams.
Upper St. Clair, we talked about them in the second half. You know, we talked about Blackhawk in the previous game. They had been here before. They were here last year, won it. So that experience maybe helped them in the locker room in the first half, and they came out and showed it in the second half. You see the same type of thing maybe working that way for Upper St. Clair, although North Alleghney has had a lot of success over the years as well.
Right. The key to this game, like we talked about, is Upper St. Clair drove the ball down the field, and plus those kids have been here last year, where Blackhawk was here last year and previous years, and they've been here and they know that and they have the confidence. And North Alleghney needs I don't know what the statistics are, but I don't think they had much yardage that first half, passing and running.
No, not really.
Yeah. And, you know, and they just really don't have the confidence. But you got to give a lot of credit to Upper St. Clair's defense. They do have an excellent defense, and they pursue well, and they got some talent. And the North Alleghney has to come out and move the football in a different fashion than they did in the first half.
All right, it is 3-0 Upper St. Clair here at the half. We'll be back with more football live, the WPIAL Championships on KBL.
Panther alert. Cat loose in Oakland. Nobody captures the Panthers like KBL.
Highly sensitive microphones and even stethoscopes were used to isolate noises in the new Intrepid. Triple sealed doors, specially designed tires, and a unique muffler system were used to quiet them. You said your next car had to be quiet.
Excuse me.
And boy, did we listen. Intrepid. This changes everything.
That's what they're saying on the street about Hot 106 WAMO.
This is best. I love the music. We got the best concert.
The best music.
And more variety.
Number 106 square.
It's awesome.
Hot 106 plays the best music. Hey.
I like Hot 106. Hot 106 plays the best song. Hot 106 plays the best song.
You know what I mean?
Well, that wonderful Minda Brothers tune, Here Comes Your World, been taking us to commercial all day and all evening long. And here comes the world for the Upper St. Clair Panthers, North Alleghney, the final 24 minutes of this football game as you get a look at the first halftime stats stand. That's for the teams. You can see Southern or Upper St. Clair, USC, with the, not Southern Cal, that's on another channel. I hope you're watching this one. Obviously you are, you wouldn't hear me. And we have 108 yards. Yeah, it's getting a little goofy. It's been a long day of football, but it's been fun for us. So I want to go over the wins earlier today. Rochester winning the first single-A title, the back-to-back titles. East Alleghney winning the school's first ever double-A title. In AAA, it was Blackhawk with their second straight, 20-0 over Knock. And this game still, as of yet, undecided. Upper St. Clair leading North Alleghney 3-0. And you can see why on those recent stats. Even more individual things here, Dave?
Not too much, John. Obviously, there's not much stats. It's only 3-0. The leading rushers for Upper St. Clair are Hemrick with 36 yards and Ellis with 42. Most of the yardage at Upper St. Clair gained was on that last drive when they went about 70-some yards.
Okay, as you look at head coach Jim Renner, this game tonight being brought to you by Armor Premium Lean, hot dogs and deli trays at your local grocery store. Michelin, because so much is riding on your tires. Also by Carbonero's Pizzeria and Ristorante on Mount Lebanon Boulevard. Good time to call them. Order those post-game snacks now. Call Tony. I know they've got it on, all the games they've had on down there in the lounge. So head over and check us out the rest of the night. And finally, by Waynesburg College, where opportunities begin. Opportunity here, Dan, for the North Allegheny Tigers to get back into this one. An opportunity for the Panthers. They'll be receiving the kickoff to basically maybe put this game out of reach the way their defense played in the first half.
Yeah, this will be a big series from North Allegheny to keep Upper St. Clair 3 plays and out, get the ball back. But they just haven't found anything on offense that they've been real successful. Nelson's their leading rusher with only 14 yards on 6 carries, so St. Clair's done a real good job shutting down North Allegheny's offense. You know, we saw St. Clair on that last drive. They found something. They were successful, and they started running the ball outside and around the end.
Yeah.
But North Allegheny hasn't found that yet. They got a little bit of success running the ball outside, but sooner or later they're going to have to throw the ball or come up with something different. I don't think either one of these coaches will panic right now.
Okay, our producer tells us the Penguins up 4-2 in the second period, so there's no need to turn the channel.
It's over.
We've got the action here for you as the captains head to the center of the field. Mark Hondrew and Alan Hamrick for the Panthers. Randy Smith, the quarterback for the North Allegheny Tigers. As you see, the Tigers will kick off right to left. Brett Poppleton out there with him, along with number 70, Eric Rohrbaugh, and the big linebacker.
It's an interesting shot.
Scraping BBs up scraping something, they're telling us. Must have come from the band marching. Great band show at halftime. Want to congratulate the North Allegheny band and the Upper St. Clair bands who braved this kind of bitter weather here for this fourth game. Still that steady drizzle, but nothing real hard. Hasn't made it a real wet field. You can just kind of see it in the puddles on top of the dugouts here, and it's kind of a cold wind, though. It's a bitter night to play football here at Three Rivers Stadium, as happens so often late in the playoff season.
And you might see on your TV screen that it doesn't look like there's very many people here. Most of the people that are here have gone up to the second level looking for cover.
Yeah, they're up underneath the levels, and of course, if you look around the stadium, all the lounge boxes in the third and fourth levels appear to be
the
full.
lounges are full.
The lounges are full. So with the fact overflowing in many cases. So you can see a lot of friends have called up some others to keep them out of the cold. Well, we've got plenty of cold here, and we've also got plenty of football left. 24 minutes of football left. North Allegheny Tigers kicking off. Mark Nicholson, the left-footed senior kicker, kicks it for the first time tonight. It's fielded by Ross Alessandro of the Panthers. He gets it out across the 30-yard line to about the 31-yard line. For the Panthers will start off 1st and 10 the second half, leading this football game 3-0. Panthers with WPIAL championships in 1988 and 99, as well as being 1989 state champions and runners-up just last year, 1991, losing a close and pretty good football game against Connellsville.
Ranked number 15 in the USA Today poll.
The Upper St. Clair Panthers are. Connellsville eliminated last week by this North Allegheny team. High formation behind junior quarterback Mike Tomko. Give us to his fullback, Alan Hamrick.
Goodbye.
He is gone, folks. Take that one. 68 yards for Alan Hamrick and the touchdown. Actually 69, almost 70 yards for the touchdown. You see Hamrick attacking the goalpost. The Panthers striking quickly here in the second half.
Quickly, I didn't even have my headset on or sit down. There it is,
There we
nothing
go.
fancy, just a straight power play.
Hamrick behind the block of Zach Ellis, really just a fake, and Hamrick made the move.
Wow.
Nobody in the secondary. You talked about how North Allegheny had bunched up the line of scrimmage. Here's Hamrick. He says, I need somebody to help me celebrate. Bam. Boom. Nobody would hit him all the way down. Joe
He better
Viviano
stick to football.
down
He's
there.
got a weak counterpunch
Yeah,
there.
he's not much of a fighter. Bill Price on to attempt the extra point. The kick is up and it is good. And the Panthers have opened up a 10-0 lead, and basically have changed the tenure of this game, because North Allegheny will have no chance but to do anything but open it up the way Upper St. Clair has played. You're watching the WPIAL Quad A Championship here live on KBL.
Isn't it wonderful? A tire so special, it may last as long as you own your car. The XH4. Congratulations. It's a Michelin.
Available at Homer City Tire, Route 119 in Homer City, and Bullwinkle Tire, Main Street in Clarion. Michelin, because so much is riding on your tires. Homer City Tire, Bullwinkle Tire. If you've got the car, we've got the tire.
New from Armour, Armour Premium Lean.
New Armour Premium Lean hot dogs, made with our best premium lean meats for our best taste.
Taste and see, it's so fat-free.
It's Armour's best hot dog and 93% fat-free.
Taste our best, Armour Premium Lean. Our best, Armour Premium Lean. Our best.
Striking quickly in just over a half a minute of play. The Panthers up 10-0. Steve Carbonara to kick it off for Upper St. Clair. Kicks it high and short of the North Allegheny Tigers back line. Matt Bundick fields it at his own 23, gets it to about the 24, before he's hit hard by Mark Hondrew. Number 55, the senior nose tackle, coming down on the kickoff team to make the tackle.
Real good kick, a strategic kick, because there was a big gap in there from the back receivers of North Allegheny and the next line. There's the touchdown drive.
That's a quick drive, huh? 36 seconds, didn't even take that long, the drive itself, but 36 seconds off the clock. First and 10 for the Tigers. First option of the second half, and Smith pitches it to his back, but the Panthers, Chris Dunn, waiting to make the tackle right at the line of scrimmage. Very short gain.
Some of that hard hitting Joe Butler was referring to at halftime. Just an option play here.
Dale Nelson, the pitch man. Hamrick lets him go, but Dunn up to make the nice tackle.
Perfect
right
tackle.
Around the knees. Chris Dunn, senior defensive back for the Panthers. Younger brother of a long family of Dunns that played with much success here for Upper St. Clair. This is Smith rolling to his left, looking to throw as a receiver on the near sideline with the catch at the 30-yard line across the 30 to the 35. Close to it on Upper St. I think he has a North Allegheny first down. They do. Number 83 on the catch, Jason Rice, with the catch for the Panthers and the Tigers, and the first down. First down Tigers. Ask Art, Dan, is that their first down of the ball game?
I'm almost sure it is. First down? Oh, sorry. Second.
That's why I always ask Art first. Second first down of the ball game for the North Allegheny Tigers. Rice comes split to the near side. Jackie Walsh to the far side. One setback behind the senior quarterback. This is Smith on the option. He pitches it, and that's Dale Nelson getting around the corner. Almost to midfield on the play before the Panthers run him down. Rick West making the play.
Play they ran earlier in the series, but Dunn was there. This time Dunn isn't there. No one is out there for outside containment for Upper St. Clair. Nice blocking. Nice strong run.
Rick West makes the first hit. David Mandler finishes the play for the Panthers. First and 10, another first down for the Tigers. I have it on the run to give that time to the fullback. It's actually Nelson again with the carry out of the fullback position, I believe. Picked up a yard or two on the play, but not much more. Actually, they're just going to give him about a half a yard on the play. Or Hondrew and Jim Sprouse able to knock him down. There you see the difference. First down so far in this ball game.
North Allegheny having a little bit of success on this drive. They got to pick up some first downs. That pass play opened things up a little bit.
Andy Smith again with the split double wing backfield here.
Somebody must have lined up offsides. I didn't see any movement.
I didn't either, but somebody must have moved.
Dead ball. False start.
False
Offense.
start. Yeah,
Repeat second down.
Must have been out of one of the wings. I didn't see it, but as we said, false start. Second and about 13 for the Tigers at their own 45-yard line, just outside their 45. Jackie Rice goes to the far side. Jason Rice to the far side. Walsh to the near side. Smith rolls to the right. That was an intention for Walsh. At his feet, though, it's an incomplete pass.
It's not a real good pass on Smith's part. He was open.
It's going to make it 3rd and long here for the Tigers.
Sometimes it's tough throwing on the run like that. They like to roll out Smith a lot to give him the option to run the ball. He's a good runner, but sometimes it's difficult to stop and throw the ball. I think he had time to set up, and he didn't do it that time.
3rd and 13 here for the senior quarterback. Great athlete. Prospect, in fact, a Major League Baseball prospect. Pitches to Nelson on the option, and Nelson gets it across the 50 down to about the Upper St. Clair 46, where he's forced out of bounds by Alan Hamrick on the far side.
All of a sudden, that drive is
Along
ended.
with Joe Romano, but it's 4th down for the Tigers, and Brett Poppleton will be on to punt the football.
Penalty
David
hurt him.
Bandler and Zach Ellis back to receive. You're right, the penalty.
And the incomplete pass. They had something going there.
A couple of first downs in a row, but the Panthers have the 10-0 lead, and we gain the football back unless we have a fake here of some sort. Poppleton, it's a little too early for that. Ellis fields it at his own 16. Comes to the near sideline, a little bit of a hole, gets it out across the 20 to the 25-yard line. A nice 9 or 10-yard return there for Zach Ellis, the junior tailback for Upper St. Clair. So with 8:42 to go in the 3rd quarter of action, Upper St. Clair leading 10-0. Takes over on offense the 2nd time this half. They've actually run only one offensive play this half.
It's a good one, though.
Yep, 69-yard touchdown run for Alan Hamrick.
Very efficient.
See junior quarterback Mike Tomko into the huddle there. See if they'll give it to Hamrick again here at tailback. He's at fullback. Ellis is the tailback, so it won't be the same play as the last one unless they let Ellis try it. See if he gets a shot. It's a pitch to Ellis. Tries outside on the far side. He picks up a few yards, but up quickly to make the play for North Allegheny are Jason Dunn and Steve Boven, along with Andy Berry. He picked up 4 yards on the play, though. A nice pickup on first down for the Panthers. 2nd and 6. Coach Render there, sending the play in with Joe Viviano, the senior split end.
It's important for St. Clair's offense to take some time off the clock and not make any mistakes, as in penalties or fumbles.
Viviano split to the near side. J.T. Render flanked to the far side. Junior flanker for the Panthers, the coach's son. Give us to the tailback Ellis. He cuts back to his left, picks up a couple yards.
Maybe on this next series, Sean, we can get a shot at North Allegheny's defense, which will show you why Hamrick had such a long run. They're really stacking the line. 6 men on the line of scrimmage, and basically 4 guys right behind that in the linebackers. See if we can get a wide shot here. You can see they're very bunched up.
3rd and 4. See if they can get a first down here on 3rd down. Up a little bit, not too far.
Yeah, 3rd and short. They're probably playing back a little for the pass.
West in motion. He gives to Hamrick, 2nd man through. He has the first down out to the 39-yard line for the Panthers. So the first 3rd down conversion of the game. We'll have to show it to you one more time in case you don't believe it.
Yeah, and again, I'll tell you what, this was a touchdown-saving tackle, too. If he could have gotten through this one last tackler, I think it was Smith that came over. There's nobody there.
That's a weak side there.
Here's
You'll look at your linebackers.
Core of linebackers.
See them slanting and basically running right into the fake.
And missed the tackle. 2 missed tackles.
Nice recovery there by Andy Berry to make the tackle. He doesn't make it. As you said, Hamrick is gone again. So it's 1st and 10 Panthers, their own 39-yard line, leading 10-0. 6:36 to play, 3rd quarter. Give on the counter to Ellis. He just runs right over North Allegheny tackler there, number 43, Jason Dunn. 2 juniors meet head on, and Ellis wins the battle, picks up 6 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 4 for the Panthers.
And the Upper St. Clair offensive line is winning the battle too, Sean. If your linebackers are making all your tackles, and that's pretty much what's happening in North Allegheny, that means their linemen are getting beat.
Left guard Ross Drenning and left tackle Todd Amick, a junior who's played some fullback this year, opening that big hole there for Ellis on the counter. Render in motion to the far side. Pitch to Ellis coming this way. Being chased, but he finds the corner and just picks his way. Boy, they're funny when you watch them. It doesn't look like they're picking up much yardage, but they're just chewing it up.
No, they're making it look easy right now. Again, nothing fancy. It's the pitch play they've had a lot of success with. And give credit to the left or the right guard who gets out there, throws a block, good downfield block.
Darren Martin, the fullback, Hondrew, the guard.
That's what makes St. Clair such a good team. Is Hambrick's a real tough, strong runner inside, and Ellis can get outside. It's a nice little 1-2 punch. As we saw, Hambrick has some speed too, so if he gets in the clear, he can break it.
1st and 10 on the North Allegheny 45-yard line. Mike Tomko, the junior quarterback, hasn't thrown the ball much this season, hasn't had to throw much tonight. Ellis on the counter play. Goes right this time, but it's read nicely.
Should be a hold.
Number 87 on the tackle for the Tigers, Todd Swinner, up to make the tackle.
It's usually
got a holding call. We'd see if we have a signal.
Middle of the field.
For St. Clair War Drums on the near side.
Now, Tomko hasn't had to throw the ball much this season, but we've seen him earlier this year, and he does have that capability. Just right now, there's really no need to.
Holding.
It is a hold.
Repeat first down.
Move it all the way back to the Upper St. Clair 44-yard line, as you said. The hold, tough call there. As Darren Martin comes to the sideline, Rick West replaces him in the Upper St. Clair huddle. And the Tigers make a little adjustment in defense, taking out Mike Alexander on his linebacker position. High formation behind Tomko. This is West in the slot on the near side to give us to the tailback Hamrick. Gets it out to about the 50-yard line. A nice 5-yard pickup.
Yeah.
Almost 6.
Just lost his balance because, again, there was some room to run.
You see the Capitals making a little bit closer on the Penguins. 4-3. So well-drilled Panther offensive machine here. Basically what it is, averaged 31 points a game throughout the season. A little bit lower in the playoffs, that's to be expected, but really a team that just chewed up the Quad West Conference this season. North Allegheny had a little tougher time in the Quad Norther with both North Hills and Butler. That pass thrown a little bit short. Brett Poppleton picks it off the 20-yard line. He was trying to find Rick West down the near sideline. Tomko just didn't have enough air under that football.
No, he didn't, and he threw it late because he was open early, but he just didn't get back. Really carried out the fake. Good pressure from North Allegheny and good coverage.
Brett Poppleton with a big defensive play. Maybe spark North Allegheny as they take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Fortunately for Upper St. Clair, we said one of the things their offense had to do was not make mistakes, but if you're going to make a mistake, that's the area of the field to do it.
Good as a punt.
Sure.
4:05 to play. Smith back to throw. A couple of fakes there.
As you said, Sean, it was as good as a punt. It was 2nd and 16. In all likelihood, they were going to have to punt the ball in a couple plays anyway. So really not a high-risk play.
Coach Render, not much of a high-risk coach, not when he has a 10-point lead. He's 10 points down, he might take a few risks.
Yeah, and with his defense, I mean, 10 points should be enough right now for his defense.
Penalty flag on that play before it got started. The defense jumping the gun. It puts NA in a 1st and 5 situation. Maybe a chance here for quarterback Randy Smith to put the ball up and see if he can't get the Tigers on the scoreboard. Trailing by 10 points here as clock ticks away here in the 3rd quarter. This WPIAL championship game, Quad A, the big schools. Poppleton in motion, it's the option. Smith tries to take the corner. He was going to have enough for the 1st down as he gets across the 30-yard line, but unable to break the long one. The Panthers able to make the tackle. Big 75, Josh Currents on the far side making the tackle for the Panthers. First and 10 at their 30 now for the Tigers. 3:15 to play, 3rd quarter. See the 1st downs there on the screen. The give on the counter play of the wingback coming back, but the Panthers have not been fooled by that play all night long. Todd Amick staying home. Big number 77, the junior tackle. And also getting some help from Hondrew, the big guy, in the middle.
Just what you said, Sean. They're staying at home. They haven't been fooled with a fake at all. Good pursuit. There's 2 or 3 Upper St. Clair players there for the tackle.
Andrew, Ryan Smith, Josh Currents, and Todd Amick even. So there they were, holding the line. It's 2nd and 11 to go for the Tigers here at their own 29-yard line. Smith back to throw. Good pressure there from up the middle. Amick gets him and knocks him forward to about the 35-yard line, so able to pick up about 5 yards is Randy Smith. Or Alan Hamrick up to make the play along with Ryan Smith for the Panthers.
Good decision by Smith. Nobody was open. Get some yardage out of it. Now it's third and 5.
From their own 35-yard line. Now under 2 minutes to play third quarter. 3 receivers to the far side of the field. Smith rolling in that direction with Nelson in front of him. Finds his man. The ball knocked loose immediately. Is it a catch or is it not? The official.
No, it's a catch.
They give him the catch. It is completed on the far side of the field.
This is just a real nice pass by Smith. And we really can't see it from that angle, but he threw it as soon as the break was made. I don't know if that's a catch or not.
Catch, but Jackie Walsh gets credit for it. It's first down for North Allegheny, their own 45-yard line. Kind of tough to see the NA numbers. We apologize for being a little bit late on some of these, but from this distance and this light, these jerseys don't show up all that well.
No, they don't.
Kind of tough to see the far side of the field. Walsh, though, running the pattern on that one, catching the ball for the first down, or at least catching it long enough for the referee to believe he had a first down. All the Tigers need. One break went their way, one break didn't earlier in the game. It cost them some points. This is Smith on the option.
Oh, he almost slid through
Nelson
there.
Almost broke it. Tripped up by Rick West.
Whenever an option works, it's because of downfield blocking, Sean, and he had it on this play.
You see Mandler coming to get him, but Mandler getting tied up there. As you said, nice block there. Rick West just getting him by the fingertips as Nelson dove, picked up an extra 5 yards down to the 44 of Upper St. Clair. The Panthers defense backing up a little bit here as the Tigers on their first drive, real drive of the ball game. 1st and 10. Smith gives it to the first man through. He loses the football. See what the officials.
The refs are looking at each other.
Looking at each other. The referee's not sure who's going to make this call. They're going to leave it with the Panthers, I believe, very close to another first down.
Real nice ball handling by Smith on this play. Fooled some Upper St. Clair defenders. They thought he was going outside.
Nice 9.5-yard pickup for Dale Nelson. They give him they don't give him the first down. Very short. 2nd and short here. Final minute of the third quarter. Coach Rankin go for the end zone here on 2nd and short.
He's just going to pick up the first and go from there.
Why not? Here comes Smith on the option. Panther defense waiting. They close.
Fumble.
Football is
St. Clair
fumbled.
has it.
And the Upper St. Clair Panthers, Mark Hondrew thinks they have it anyway. His jersey not striped in the correct direction, though. See as they unfurl the pile here. Panthers coming out with it, and it is Chris Dunn.
That hurts. Just a little option left. Really nothing there. Smith just trying to make something out of it, go back against the grain, had the first down, and there's the strip
Hamrick
right there.
Stripped him. Smith has it there. And number 11, Chris Dunn, the senior defensive back, dives in there to recover it for Upper St. Clair, and the Panthers take over their own 32-yard line. The team's trading turnovers here. Panthers the interception. Now the Tigers fumble.
That's a critical turnover for North Allegheny. They had a nice drive going. They dodged the bullet on the previous fumble by Nelson that wasn't called, but on that time there was no doubt about it.
Panthers leading 10-0. You're watching us live on KBL.
Where does Elvis go when he leaves the building? Home to watch Guy and Stan on Hockey Hotline, only on KBL.
Grab the bell. I'm gonna fly now, I don't care. Do it cool, not do it smooth. Do it up, do it down, now make your move. Gonna get vertical. Get vertical with you. Get vertical. Get vertical with you. Yeah.
There's a lake where the fish are bigger than the tales fishermen tell, where the deer and the antelope do more than roam. They ruled. And a place that gives new meaning to the phrase sitting duck. Now you can discover all these places on the Suzuki King Quad with two-wheel, four-wheel, and four-wheel drive with front differential lock. Get a new ATV for no money down with Suzuki's Get It Now financing. Because when you're hunting bear, you can't afford to get stuck in his tracks.
We are back here live at Three Rivers Stadium. My name is Sean Daugherty, my partner Dan Donahoe. We've got the WPIAL Quad A Championship final here for you. The Upper St. Clair Panthers leading 10-0. Final 14 seconds of the third quarter here. Panthers first and 10 at their own 32. Give us to the fullback, Alan Hamrick, I believe, with the carry there for the Panthers. Actually, that's Darren Martin back in at fullback for the Panthers. Gets it out across the 35 to the 37-yard line. That's how the third quarter ends, with the Panthers leading North Allegheny 10-0. A rather low-scoring football game. We expected something a little bit more with these two talented offensive teams. That's what you see here as you're watching the WPIAL Championships live on KBL.
Last year, when Mary Denver suffered a stroke, she also suffered one of its most crippling effects, depression. By Christmas, it had stolen all her desire to walk, to eat, even to live. Luckily, her family realized she needed more help than they could give and called on Alleghney General. At our Neuropsychiatric Institute, the reasons for Mary's depression were found to be not just psychological, but physical as well, leading doctors there to treat her with a special combination of medication and therapy. And after 21 days, what seemed to be a miracle occurred. The Mary her family thought they'd lost forever came home. Alleghney General, on the frontier of advanced specialty care.
We're back here live at Three Rivers Stadium for the fourth quarter of play, the final quarter Quad A action here in the WPIAL. The Panthers leading 10-0, have 2nd and 5 to go here. Their own 42-yard line. Junior quarterback Mike Tomko gives it to his halfback. That's Ross Alessandro in the game at the halfback for the Panthers. Flag at the end of the play.
See their face mask or a late hit.
Yeah, hard to tell as the play went out of bounds on the far sideline. A pickup of just about 6 yards and I believe a first down for the Panthers if the play stands. Mark Hondrew signaling the penalty is against North Allegheny, so we'll have to go with him.
There it is, a new running back from the stable, fresh legs.
Ross Alessandro, talented running back.
See
if he had a.
It must be on this hit up here.
Right here, Andy Barry going in, reaching that left hand, must have grabbed the face mask there.
There's the face mask there.
Yep.
Kind of tough to see. And again, just the Upper St. Clair offensive line doing a heck of a job, creating holes inside and out.
1st and 10 Panthers at the North Allegheny 38-yard line. Give us the tailback Hamrick. Gets it down inside the 36. Pickup of 2.5 yards. You talked about that offensive line, Dan. And the amazing thing about this is you may think, well, this is the same team we saw a year ago, but really it's just one returning lineman and Mark Hondrew for the Panthers.
There's the rushing yards. That tells the story right there. St. Clair with 210 yards. We said they average around 240, 250. That 69-yard run by Hamrick really adds to that total.
Sure.
But nonetheless, that's a big difference in the game.
Turnovers even 1-1. The Panthers are driving again with a 10-0 lead. It's 2nd and 8 on the 36-yard line of North Allegheny. Split backs behind Tomko. He gives us the Hamrick over the right side. Hits and spins. Never goes down with the first tackle. Gets it down to about the 30-yard line. Very close to the 30-yard line. Where it'll be 3rd down and about 2 or 3 for the Panthers.
Seems like all the good runners that we've seen throughout the course of the afternoon have hit and spin very much.
Kevin Naperkowski, the linebacker, making the tackle for the Tigers.
Here's the offensive line of Upper St. Clair in the trenches.
Look at that.
Just look at the pushing them back 3 or 4 yards off the line of scrimmage.
That was Hondrew and Brian Drexler, number 58, making the big block there. 3rd and 3 on the 31, a loose football. Panthers do recover it, though, as Tomko dives on his own fumble. A little trouble with the snap on that play. Center Dave Mislinski, unfortunately the first time we've called his name all night, but
that's usually the way it works. Here's the replay. That doesn't help us too much.
No, couldn't
but
see.
there's the ball just laying on the carpet.
Couldn't see how that got knocked out of there. Here we go. Let's see if we can see it here this way.
Probably the center pulled out too quick. You saw him going down to get the linebacker. He probably just, wanted that little extra burst and pulled out too soon before he got the ball all the way back to the quarterback.
Was there a pulling guard there, too, that may have knocked it from Tomko's hand?
Might have been.
That I couldn't see in that from this angle on this monitor. See Coach Render going out on the field. The timeout of play called. Upper St. Clair using their first timeout of the second half. He and Rick West head out to the huddle.
That's not a good time to have that fumble. It was 3rd and about 5 or 3rd and about 4.
Now it's 4th and 5, so the Panthers, well, they could punt the ball here if they pooched it, possibly, and keep the Tigers real deep. They could go for the field goal would be a tremendous, would take a 50-yarder from Bill Price. We know he's kicked a 33-yarder.
He'll probably go for it. I think if I were him, I would kick the ball. Try and make them go the length of the field. They still need 2 scores.
You see, there's Panther Country. We told you there were a lot of people in the lounge boxes here this evening.
Sky boxes.
The Panthers Country, and there's some North Allegheny fans in the booth right next to us. I'm talking to them this evening. Having a great time. You get a look there at the North Allegheny band. Some of them taking off the ponchos. The rain apparently having slowed enough that it's no big deal. Just the cool weather here at Three Rivers Stadium on a crisp this November 28th evening, as you might expect in Pittsburgh. 4th and 5 for the Panthers. Split backs behind Tomko. See if he tries to draw him offside.
A little trick play there.
Trick play. They slick Joe Viviano up onto the line on the near side. And the referees call, I'm going to imagine it's going to be an illegal formation.
Yeah, it is.
Pass attempted there.
I don't know if that was a trick play or not. Viviano came running off the sidelines.
And I don't believe that's real legal.
Wide receiver position. No, he wasn't set.
He wasn't set, and the pass to Ryan Smith was incomplete anyway, so whatever the flag, I'm sure North Allegheny will turn it down. There's the pass. The end there, and just through the hands of Ryan Smith, unable to pull it in there at the 15.
Don't worry about it, Ryan. It wouldn't have counted anyway.
Yep, they would have called it back. Yep, that was the play. It was against the offensive formation. They declined the penalty, and the Tigers will take over.
I don't think it was a trick play. I just don't think Viviano knew he was in. Tried to get in a hurry because, as you saw, Tomko wasn't even looking for him.
Yeah.
He was rolling right.
Nope. Maybe they had too many, and maybe it turned out he wasn't supposed to be in there. Nelson on the carry there, out across the 35, picks up a couple yards for the Tigers. Well, with 9.5 minutes to go, they're going to need a lot more than that to get into this ball game. You're trailing 10-0 against Upper St. Clair. Second time in the WPIAL Finals for North Allegheny, having beaten Butler 9-0 back in 1990 with Paul Fela as their quarterback. He a great baseball player, as is Randy Smith.
Nice ball.
See Smith's arm there. He makes the beautiful pitch and catch to Jackie Walsh. Walsh gets into Upper St. Clair territory, and the Tigers on a bit of a roll here, down to the 41-yard line.
Randy Smith has really improved as a quarterback. He could always run the ball, but his arm has improved tremendously from last year. He's been throwing darts all night.
So we'll have 1st and 10 Tigers here on the Upper St. Clair 41. Clock ticking, 8:50 to play in the ball game. Trailing by 10. You see Nelson behind Smith in the backfield. Little option to the left. Smith's going to keep it. Finds a little bit of room. Gets it down inside the 35-yard line before Hondrew grabs him by the ankles. Along with Alan Hamrick coming up to make the play here.
Just a little option left here. This is really Smith's forte, running the ball. Saw the little seam, took it inside. Nice run.
Hamrick grabbed the hold.
It always seems after a pass is completed, all of a sudden everything else opens up.
2nd and 4 at the 35 for the Tigers. Isn't that the truth? Nothing there as Josh Currents up to make the play along with Joe Romano for the Panther defense. They made the play right at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 3rd And 4 yards to go here for the North Allegheny Tigers. It's funny you go from such great success to a crucial down right here.
Yeah, exactly, Sean. But they have 2 downs to go for it. There's no doubt about it. They'll go for it on 4th down, so that gives them a little bit more leeway. So they did just blow a timeout.
See, hammer time. I don't know about hammer time. Not MC, but Alan Hamrick, I'm sure. Number 35 for the Panthers. Got a timeout here called, so we'll take it break here with Upper St. Clair leading 10-0 over the North Allegheny Tigers. You're watching the WPIAL Quad A Championships live on KBL.
New from Armor Premium Lean. New Armor Premium Lean Deli Tray. Our best tasting deli sliced meats in our clear deli tray package. Taste and see, it's so fat free. Armor's best tasting meats, deli sliced in our clear deli tray. Taste our best. Armor Premium Lean. Our best. Armor Premium Lean. Our best.
Isn't it wonderful? A tire so special, it may last as long as you own your car. The XH4. Congratulations. It's a Michelin.
Available at Homer City Tire, Route 119 in Homer City, and Bullwinkle Tire, Main Street in Clarion. Michelin, because so much is riding on your tires. Homer City Tire, Bullwinkle Tire. If you've got the car, we've got the tire.
7 minutes and 50 seconds to play in this one. Upper St. Clair leading 10-0. North Allegheny on the drive. 3rd and 4 from the Panther 35-yard line. Randy Smith, the senior quarterback, around the right end. Finds running room and gets down to the 30. It's going to be very close. I think he has the first down.
Yeah, he does.
Ryan Smith on the tackle from behind. The Panthers' pursuit shutting off the running room at the 30-yard line, but it is a first down for the Tigers at the 30-yard line, just inside. So the Tigers will move the sticks and keep it going here with 7:41 to play in the ball game. Needing a touchdown, get back into this one. Jason Rice split to the far side of the field for North Allegheny. Jackie Walsh in the slot. This is the same option play they've been running all night. Nelson takes the pitch from Smith. Knocked down quickly in the backfield by Alan Hamrick for the Panthers.
Hamrick played it real well. I think Smith pitched it a little bit too soon. Really didn't force Hamrick to commit himself and come after the quarterback. He could kind of play both of them. Pitched it too soon. He was able to make the tackle.
So 2nd and 8 for the Tigers on the Panther 28-yard line. Smith's been rolling, looking to throw this time. Chris Dunn had end zone in his mind as the pass was intended on the play for Jackie Walsh. Dunn came up to make the play, got his fingers on it, but he was looking at the end zone. There was nobody in front of him. Just couldn't hold on to the football.
Yeah, Dunn's seen that pattern a couple times tonight. He was waiting for it. When Smith tends to roll out right, they usually run Walsh down and out. He was just sitting there waiting on it, and he had nothing down the sidelines.
Look at this. Talk about your trick plays. Here's the one for the Tigers setting up at the Panther defense, looking like they're ready for it, although it was completed.
I haven't seen that since I was in 8th grade.
Eric King on the reception. We have to get Bernie Storr. This looks like it came out of Storr's playbook.
What?
Watch an old Bethel Park play, it looks like.
Most of the team lines up on the left side of the field.
And Eric King will be the actual end here. He snaps the ball, but I think he's lined up at end.
And you can see St. Clair is a little bit confused. It's like, Coach, we didn't go over this play this week. What's this one?
Smith rolls out, finds his receiver. It's first
I love
and
it.
10 on the Upper St. Clair 11-yard line. 6:49 to play in the ball game. Good time for the trick play. Nelson, though, no trickery there. And the Panthers were waiting for him. Big number 66 inside linebacker Brad McHugh, who has really come on in tackles for the Panthers late in the season, starting at that linebacker position quite often. Up to make that play quickly. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7. The ball on the 8-yard line. Can get a first down on the 1. Walsh split to the far side of the field. Give us to Nelson off tackle. No, Smith keeps it on the keeper, and Hamrick wraps him up at the 5. Gets a little help from the defensive backs.
And also
personal
foul.
Brad McHugh helped out on the tackle. Is the foul on the tackle or what?
Yeah, it was after the tackle. Let's take a look at it here. Smith, as usual, rolling out. This time he decides to keep it.
Bundick the option back on that play. There's Hamrick and Mandler.
And it happened after that.
It happened after that. We didn't have it. What did they call it on? They called it on North Allegheny. That'll take the Tigers back and really hurt them.
That does really hurt them.
That's back to the 20-yard line.
Personal foul. This way. Third down.
Must have been on maybe the blocker or maybe on the man who was tackled on the play.
It was a dead ball foul because it's third down, so it must have been something after the play. So it's third down.
And 19 with the ball on the 20. Randy Smith. Okay, there's the answer. Smith having thrown the ball, we're told by our producer Paul Barta.
Oh,
the Panther defender.
Oh, they're going to call interference on that.
Interference on Chris Dunn. Dunn looking rather innocent there as you see him on camera. Like
he should look innocent.
Pretty good defense.
He was just, obviously want to take a look at this one again. It looked like he was just running right with him. Straight drop back, something we haven't seen Smith do much tonight. Just kind of lays it up there.
Throws it high. Looked like Jackie Walsh ran into him.
I don't know about that one.
Not much contact on that whatsoever.
No, I do know about that.
But it's halfway to the goal line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Automatic first down and the interference in the end zone.
That's what hurts.
1st and goal for the Tigers on the Panther 10. Smith on the option to the left, takes it himself. Hit in the backfield on the play as it's read nicely by Ryan Smith and big number 66 for the Panthers, who has suddenly come on with 3 straight plays. Brad McHugh, the linebacker, up quickly on that play. Make the tackle around the 7-yard line, make it the 8. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 8 for the Tigers.
It's been a good drive by North Allegheny, but a very time-consuming drive. I think they got the ball with about 9 minutes or so left. They're down to 5 minutes and 20 seconds. They really have to punch in a touchdown here.
Smith brings Poppleton in motion, rolls to his right, looks for Poppleton.
Wide open.
Actually hits Dale Nelson with the catch, and Nelson dives into the end zone. Actually, that's Bundick, number 30 Bundick. Matt Bundick with the catch and the touchdown from North Allegheny. Got a 10-6 football game.
Nothing we haven't seen before. Again, Smith rolling out to the right, sends about 3 receivers out in the pattern. Somehow Bundick slid past the linebacker, was wide open. Nice effort to get into the end zone.
There's one from the other side of the ball. Great look here as you see Matt Bundick just wanting that end zone. As Chris Dunn came up to meet him, Bundick got there.
Important extra point.
Mark Nicholson, the left-footed kicker, the senior for the Tigers, makes it a 10-7 ball game here with 5:09 to play. The Tigers are back into it. Upper St. Clair still leading. You're watching it all. Stay with us here. It's all live on KBL.
New from Armor Premium Lean. New Armor Premium Lean hot dogs, made with our best premium lean meats for our best taste. Taste and see, it's so fat-free. It's Armor's best hot dog and 93% fat-free. Taste our best. Armor Premium Lean. Our best. Armor Premium Lean. Our best.
Isn't it wonderful? A tire so special, it may last as long as you own your car. The XH4. Congratulations. It's a Michelin.
Available at Homer City Tire, Route 119 in Homer City, and Bullwinkle Tire, Main Street in Clarion. Michelin, because so much is riding on your tires. Homer City Tire, Bullwinkle Tire. If you've got the car, we've got the tire.
Get a look there.
There's a scoring drive, 11 plays, 67 yards, took 4 minutes and 28 seconds. A touchdown pass to Matt Budnick. But you got to give Randy Smith credit for that drive. He did it all. He ran the ball and threw some nice passes.
5:09 to play. Here's the kickoff. Ellis, the only deep man for the Panthers. Comes up the field and it is 14. Has a little trouble getting handle. Takes it across the 15, across the 20. Decent field position here for the Panthers to get started as the Tigers covered it well. Jason Dunn, number 43, down to make the tackle for North Allegheny on the kickoff.
Kind of interesting. It looked like St. Clair was expecting an onside kick. I wasn't. There's plenty of time left, and especially when you only need a field goal, but they had pretty much everybody up. That's why the squib kick worked, because Ellis was the only guy back.
Well,
ball started bouncing around.
Maybe just to discourage the onside kick, figuring that if they get the ball in decent position, they can run out for 4 or 5 minutes off the clock the way their offense is playing.
I just don't think it was an option at all for ranking the onside kick right now.
Full house backfield, 2 tight ends for the Panthers. Hamrick is the fullback. The fake to him, give on the counter play to Zach Ellis. He's out across the 25 and down at the 26-yard line. Nice pickup of 6 yards before Randy Smith came up to make the tackle. The quarterback plays defensive back, and he makes the tackle there. Could have saved a touchdown here, as you'll watch Ellis, lined up as the tailback, halfback on your right, comes back on the counter.
You can see the hole yourself. It's nothing tricky. This double team down on the tackle for North Allegheny created the hole, and the linebackers got their leg.
Andy Berry took the leg out, and Smith finished him off. 2nd and 4 for the Panthers. Their own 26. Junior quarterback Mike Tomko has Viviano's put to the near side. He goes this way, though, for the first down run there by our junior tailback, Zach Ellis. Another first down run for the Panthers. 3:44 to play in the football game. We want to thank our producers here and today, all day this afternoon and this evening. Paul
this morning,
Bartow,
this afternoon, this
Joe
evening.
Magnew and Paul Bartow handling the producing chores back in the control room, along with our director, Stu Debenham. Tomko brings the Panthers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. Full house backfield, 2 tight ends, Romano and Smith. The give is to Hamrick. He's out to the 35, across it near the 36. The Panthers on the march, leading this football game 10-7 on the march to Jim Render's 3rd WPIAL championship in recent years with Upper St. Clair. He's really got the dynasty in the South Hills going, and if you look at it, go back far enough, it looks like the team of the 80s and 90s. You got to look there at Coach Render and some of his staff on the sideline.
And Coach Render will tell you it begins up front, and they've run 3 plays since the kickoff, and they've gotten 5 and 6 yards on each play. So the guys up front are still doing the job for Upper St. Clair. Watch for NA to start shooting the gap with their linebackers.
Hamrick comes in motion out of the full house backfield. The pitch to Ellis. He cuts it back inside. Up quickly to make the play, though, is a nice linebacker play there by the Tigers. It's number 53. Come up to make the play, Steve Bovan.
This is a big down, to say the least.
Technical facilities for today's telecast have been provided by Adelphia Cable Communications, the Debenham Media Group, Pittsburgh Pirates Baseball Club, the Pittsburgh Steelers, Spectacor Management Group, Unitel Video Incorporated, Viewpoint Production Services, and Waynesburg College. 3rd and 2 at their own 39-yard line. The Panthers looking for the first down that could basically put this one out of reach. Under 2 minutes to play.
Oh, boy. Good night.
Defensive lineman jumps offside.
Oh, that hurts.
The junior quarterback, Mike Tomko, draws the penalty here. The nose tackle. Eric Rohrbach, the senior, jumps offside here, just a little bit quick. I don't know if our veteran center, Mr. Mislinski, did anything to pull him, but Panthers have the first down, and they're going to run the clock out here. 1:50 to play. 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line. Ellis one more time.
Another 5, 6
Close
yards.
across the 50 into Tiger territory.
And he's going to have to start using some timeouts.
Just 2 remaining in the ball game. Brett Poppleton up to make the tackle for the Tigers. There is a timeout called by the Tigers. We want to thank the WPIAL and their executive secretary, Chuck Heberling, for his assistance in helping get this broadcast together here. We did it on short notice this year. We want to thank him for all of his assistance. We also want to remind you that you can get VHS copies of this game and any of all 4 games today without the commercial interruptions for just $15. We'll get you as much of the nice 2-hour package, and it's something certainly a lot of Upper St. Clair people will want to keep, as well as the Blackhawk people, the Riverside, East Allegheny people more than the Riverside, but Riverside 2 years in a row in the final. Rochester back-to-back champions. $15 plus $2 shipping and handling to 24 Lebanon Hills Drive. That's SDP, Pittsburgh, PA 15228-1819. Be sure to designate which game or games you would like us to send you. Please allow us 3 weeks for delivery. Get them, try to get them to you by Christmas.
The perfect holiday gift.
I think so. And it will also help us offset the cost of producing this football game and all these football games here for you on KBL Sports Network. We want to thank also up at KBL Mr. Gil Lucas, Mr. George Pryor, helping us out up there and putting this whole thing together. A minute and a half to play. Panthers 2nd and 3. They're on the Tiger 49-yard line, leading 10-7. Give us to the second back. Hamrick, no gain on the play.
They have to call another timeout.
As the Tigers come up and make the play quickly and then use their last timeout of the evening. 1 minute and 20 seconds to play, needing to force a fumble because they need a field goal to tie it, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, exactly, Sean. Even if they do get the ball back, if they stop them here, force the punt, they're not going to get the ball back until probably about 40 or 30 seconds left.
3rd and 3 here for the Panthers on the North Allegheny 49-yard line. In addition to the people at KBL, we want to thank Mr. Brian Opasic and all the people at Spectacor Management Group who have helped out indubitably. I mean, there's no way that we could have replaced the assistance they gave us here this evening. The people of the Pirates Diamond Vision who helped out technically with tonight's broadcast. Mr. Ray Caputo, our engineer. Our other engineers, Bill Molson, Mike Gordon helping out on the switching and the as well as with the replays. Assistant producer Bob Zupanik from Waynesburg College. Bill Molson, as we said, 3rd and 3. Big play here for the Panthers, bigger play for the Tigers. To give to the third back, it's Hamrick. He breaks it across, and that'll be the football game as the Panthers get another first down, yet another, for junior tailback and halfback Zach Ellis. He takes it, the ball fake to Hamrick, and the Panthers can just run out the football game here with 1:13 to play. They have 1st and 10 on the North Allegheny 43-yard line. No timeouts left for the Tigers on which to spend them this game. We want to thank our stat man and his assistant, Mr. Art Humphreys, his daughter Lynn, for helping us out all day and this afternoon. They've done a tremendous job, as they always do.
It's like the Bill Burns and Patty Burns of stat takers.
That's right, Bill and Patty. We've got Art and Lynn. There's a nice run by Ross Alessandro. He breaks it.
Ross
He's got
is still
touchdown
playing
on his mind. Gets it down to the 30. Did he get out of bounds? No. They didn't stop
He stayed in.
Well, they stopped the clock with 43 seconds to go to move the sticks. 1st and 10 for the Panthers once again. Coach Render tries to get some more, sends Rick West in with another play. Probably be the last play of the football game, and imagine junior quarterback Mike Tomko will just kneel down on this one, run it out. I want to thank engineer Glenn Ward, Ray Caputo, Bill Molson. I want to thank Joe Butler from Metro Index for helping us out, and all of our guests. Put on Bernie Storr, the head coach at Bethel Park. Well, they tell us, Dan, we got to pick a player of the game. You almost have to pick Jim Render, but
I'll pick Alan Hamrick.
Alan Hamrick made the big run.
Yeah, 10 carries for 123 yards. That touchdown opening up the second half really made this a tough comeback for North Allegheny. So I think he was the player of the game.
Very sweet win there for the Upper St. Clair Panthers. You see head coach Jim Render and Brian Drexler embracing on the field, number 58, one of his offensive tackles. The offensive line has somewhat of a question mark coming into the season as you see the St. Clair fans mobbing their
That question's
their
been
victorious
answered.
teams. Oh, no question. What a football team the coach Render has brought to this team and will take to the state playoffs now 13-0. They'll be heading to the state finals, state semifinals next week. Or this is a semi. Yeah, and then the week after to the finals. They want to make it 15-0. He's done it before, back in 1989. The Upper St. Clair Panthers did it. They won the Whitfield Championship now in 88, 89. They were second in 91. They've won it here again in 1992 against a very game and very talented North Alleghney Tiger football team. Final score 10-7. It's been our pleasure to bring this to you as you see the matrix board in the stadium saluting the Quad A champions here at Three Rivers Stadium. We have had 4 different champions here today, the first being the Rochester team, winning their 2nd straight. Boy, it's a year of the dynasty. You see Coach Render walking off with the game ball. Year of the dynasty. Rochester beating Clairton 28-12 on 3 touchdowns by Dave Mercier. And then East Alleghney winning 31-13 over Riverside. Blackhawk winning 20-0 over Knock. They're the AAA champs for the 2nd year in a row. Now North Alleghney 10-7 in this Quad A championship. You've seen them all here live on KBL. We'll be back.
Chevy's been making some tall claims recently about the C-1500. Of course, only the Ford F-150 has been America's best-selling full-size pickup for 15 years straight. Only F-150 can claim a lower average ownership cost. So, while you may hear Chevy claiming this or that, just remember that such claims are often a bit inflated.
Right now, save $1,600 on this well-equipped Ford F-150.
Beautiful, Arnie.
Guess where the senior PGA has landed? The seniors play Quicksilver, September '93. For 2-for-1 series badges, call today.
You can buy high-quality Hahn office furniture for less. Hahn desks, files, and chairs are available for less from Pittsburgh's #1 Hahn office furniture dealer, Mount Lebanon Office Equipment Company. We've been furnishing the offices of Pittsburgh for over 30 years. I'm Jim Droney Jr. of Mount Lebanon Office Equipment Company. We've always featured brand names at low discount prices with an extensive showroom, a complete interior design department, and professional delivery service. Whether you're furnishing an entire building or a small office, call us toll-free at 1-800-924-7002.
Scott Hamrick down there. We're back at Three Rivers Stadium Live. My name's Sean Daugherty. You've just seen the Upper St. Clair Panthers win the Quad A championship. And you can see how they did it on the ground. 270 yards rushing, 122 for North Alleghney. And the man to do it, as we look at the rest of these, Dan, anything else you see there that jumps out at you?
No, I think Coach Rangan would tell you he would be shocked that anybody could gain 270 yards against the defense, which carried them so much. It's a great season for both teams. North Alleghney really wasn't expected to make it to the final game. They did a great job all season. And Upper St. Clair, just a perfect season, no complaints.
Okay, we told you about the tremendous rushing game here for the Upper St. Clair Panthers, the man who led it. Number 35, Alan Hamrick. He's down on the field with our own Mark Uriah. See if we can get him up here for you.
Back, we were talking in the locker room. We got to take this.
We're having a little trouble with our audio down on the field level. Mark Uriah down here with Alan Hamrick. And we'll try to get down to them in a second. You can see still quite a celebration going on with the Upper St. Clair Panthers. Our Mark Uriah is down there kind of in a sea of people. We've got some people trying to line up. I know he had Alan Hamrick with him, and he's trying to get Coach Render. We'll try to get that audio straightened out here for you. The final score, 10-7. As we said, the Panthers basically dominated the football game. The big key, of course, Alan Hamrick's 69-yard touchdown run on the first offensive play of the second half after Bill Price's field goal gave the Panthers a 3-0 first half lead.
Yeah, 11 carries for 123 yards. Sean Ellis had 21 carries for 92 yards. So that's a nice little 1-2 punch for Upper St. Clair.
Amazing. What a football game it was. And this is a team that was very sad at this time last year, having lost here to Connellsville, a very powerful Connellsville football team. And yet they had one thing on their minds, that was getting back here to win it, as did Rochester and Blackhawk. And East Alleghney, of course, ruined that dream for Riverside. with the 31-13 win today, 33-13 win in the Quad A game. We're going to send it downfield to Mark Uriah. Try again anyway.
All right, we have Alan Hamrick here. Alan, I don't know whether we got this the first time or not, but talk about that touchdown. It was a big one.
Just in the locker room, we were saying that we had to take this one back. I mean, this game was far from over. And we got some great blocking right there. Just cut it outside, and that was it.
You guys have been playing great defense all year long. No surprise the way that they came through again tonight.
Oh, no surprise at all. Everybody was fired up. I mean, there was a lot of sticking going on. Real good hitting. I mean, yeah, baby! Good.
After the disappointment of losing here last year, it's got to feel great tonight to come back and win it.
Definitely, definitely. I sat out last year with a lower back injury. There's no way we're going to lose this one. We were pumped up. We came out. It was a great game. It's a lot of fun.
And a little bit of work ahead of you yet in the state playoffs.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully we're going to win the states. It's next on our list. Next goal we got to accomplish. Yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot, Al. Again, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to try to get Jim Render here right now. We're going to see if we can get Jimmy in here. Jim, I asked you the same question I just asked Alan Hamrick. After last year of losing in this ball game, got to be a great feeling to come back and win tonight.
Well, I think our kids, the experience of being here last year helped, and you know, we kind of feel we belong here, and we didn't come in here like New York tourists looking at the tall buildings, you know, and the kids played very hard. You can't take that away, and North Alleghney played very hard also. I'm very proud of my kids. I'm beginning to think we might be pretty good.
Not to take anything away from your offense, but your defense has just been playing tremendous all year long and played tremendous again tonight.
Well, I'm the one that has said that our defense will keep us in virtually every game so that we're close, so we have an opportunity to win in the fourth quarter. And that's exactly what happened last week. And they kept us in the ball game, and we eventually got enough points to score. So, you know, defense, I think we got a pretty good total team. Kicking game's good. We got two junior kickers that can kick the heck out of the football. We got a good punter. And the defense, of course, and our offense not too shabby.
At the end of the game, when they made a couple of runs at you, the defense was still able to, even though they gave up the touchdown, still able to keep you on the plus side.
I'll tell you one thing, that interference call might have been one of the worst in the history of this of American football. I don't know how else you would tell a young man to play if you don't have inside. The guy said he had inside leverage and wouldn't let the guy to the ball. That's preposterous. I mean, he had inside coverage, and if the ball's thrown inside, well, you know, so be it. There's no rule that says that the defense has to step out and let the guy go catch the football.
One last question.
Terrible call.
One last question for you. The state playoffs still ahead. A little time to savor this one, but not a whole lot.
Well, about an hour, I think, you know, till we get back home. No, we're going to enjoy the evening, and we'll start on State College tomorrow.
What's up, Coach?
I do it again! Number one, baby. Number one, baby. Woo! Best feeling in the world.
Okay, guys, congratulations. We're going to send it back upstairs. Good luck the rest of the way. Let's go back up to Sean up in the booth.
Hey, Mark, can't you get Coach Renner to see to tell you what he really feels?
One comment for Coach Renner, they're not tourists anymore. They're starting to look like residents at Three Rivers.
That's for sure. They're ready. They're back here, it seems like, every other year. Congratulations to the Upper St. Clair Panthers, to all our winners today. For Dan Donahoe, my partner, Gerard Humphreys, and his daughter, Lynn, who helped us out here in the booth, along with Kit Wenzel and all our camera people up here. I want to thank you for watching. We're going to toss it over here one more time to Duff and George Savarese over in the post-game booth to see if we get any post-game comments from Bernie Storr or whoever happens to be over there at this point.
Sean, you're exactly right. We do have Bernie Storr, the coach of Bethel Park High School. Bernie, any surprises in this game? Did you see anything that surprised you today?
Not really. Great defensive ball game. Upper St. Clair again made Quad West very proud, winning another championship for our conference. And I guess we haven't seen a team like Upper St. Clair since the Penn Hill teams of the 70s that can come down here and dominate. I'd like to know who wrote that line for Jim about New York tourists coming in. I know he didn't think it out himself.
North Alleghney did a great job. I thought late in the game they were able to come on and really get a lot of offense generated late. You have to tip your hats to the kids from North Alleghney as well for just putting out a great effort and almost pulling it off there at the end.
It was a great job. The first quarter went, they were both trying each other from tackle to tackle, and it wasn't really working out. It was the team that was going to establish themselves in the perimeter that was really going to open up the total offense. And as you saw, Upper St. Clair in the second quarter started to establish that and continued on in the third quarter.
Bernie, how important was it for Upper St. Clair to get that first touchdown of the game coming in the second half? I think that really was the key to winning the ball game for the Panthers.
Oh, yeah. That was very important. It was almost like they were playing so tight defensively that a crack was going to happen for one or the other, and it just so happened to happen for Upper St. Clair.
Now, before we end up leaving to go to the Park House and have a few toddies with Rick and George and Mary and Lisa, we want to ask you about how it shapes up now for Western Pennsylvania in the States. Upper St. Clair goes undefeated, they win the Quad A title. Blackhawk goes undefeated, they win the Triple A title. East Allegheny very impressive in the Double A title, and Rochester still undefeated in the Single A. Does Western Pennsylvania have a chance for maybe a sweep in Harrisburg this year?
I think a very strong chance for a sweep. They're all solid teams, well coached. The kids are excited, and the biggest thing is the kids believe they can do it, plus having that momentum from last year again.
Coach, thanks a lot for your help with us this afternoon, or actually this evening now, as it turns out.
This morning, this afternoon, and this evening.
3 day parts. Really a pretty full day of football and some great football seen here as well.
Another great day for Western Pennsylvania football.
Okay, thanks a lot, Bernie. While Sean and Dan were over there thanking some people, we would like to do likewise. The people that publish the out-of-town newspapers, namely the Beaver County Times, John Ferrato, one of our guests, Andy Nuzzo, and Bill Allman, who also have a lot to do with their high school coverage. And we'd also like to thank the people from the Valley News Dispatch, Kevin Smith and John Viverito, the Greensburg Trib, Dave Ailes, Mike Dodorich, and Huddy Kaufman, the Washington Observer reporter and the Associated Press's Ken Wonderly, stats with a lot of help with us as well, and the McKeesport Daily News, Dave Fennessy and Norm Bargo, providing us with some information as well for this high school football quadruple header from Three Rivers Stadium.
An extravaganza that we saw some of the real great teams in Western Pennsylvania, some fine talent, some great individual efforts, and some great team efforts. And I think it was the culmination of a pretty good day of football when you saw two of the very best team defenses really come out and play their best football. And it was a day that really, we capped off a great day, I thought, with a very good game. And Upper St. Clair winning 10-7 over North Allegheny. Our other winners again, Rochester 28-12 over Clairton in the Single A. In the Double A, it was East Allegheny 33, Riverside 13. Stephon Atkins with 4 touchdowns in that game. In the Triple A game, it was Blackhawk shutting out Knox by a score of 20-0. Blackhawk repeating as the Triple A champions the second consecutive year. And in the Quad A title game you just saw, Upper St. Clair beating North Allegheny by a score of 10-7. Alan Hamrick with a 69-yard touchdown run that really was the deciding factor in that game. That's about it from here. Thanks very much to the coach, Bernie Storr from Bethel Park High School, and thanks to all of you for watching. It's been great, and I don't know if we're going back to Sean right now in the booth, but no, I think we're just going to say goodnight, and thanks very much for being with us. It's been a lot of fun, and look forward to seeing you next year right here at Three River Stadium for the culmination of a great year of high school football brought to you by KBL.
And these have been the WPIAL Football Championships, and they were live on KBL. See you next time.
You don't know how magnificent U.S. prime beef can be till you've been to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, home of serious steaks.
Our first game this morning is the Single A final between the Rochester Rams and Clairton Bears. Rochester, having finished the season a perfect 12-0, was looking for a repeat of last year's championship season, while Clairton, at 9-2-1, was making its third appearance in the championship. 5 yards rushing. And that trend continued in the second half with defensive plays like this one. On 3rd and 1, Rochester's Barnes comes up with a tackle for a 5-yard loss. Meanwhile, the Rams' offensive line went to work on the Bears' defense. Halfback Damian Council picks up 9 of his 112 yards on the day. Finally, Mercier took it in from 2 yards out to put it away for Rochester, 28-12. The Rams' defense shut out Clairton in the second half and celebrated their second WPIAL Single A championship in as many years.
We knew coming into the game that we were going to have to control things up front. They gave us some fits in the first half with their blitzing game. They play a different kind of game than we're used to seeing. And it took us a while, but we got it put together. That's a dream come true. I never thought you know, it's tough enough winning one, but to do two is just a tremendous feat by our whole football team and my coaching staff. They all need to be congratulated.
We did it. We practiced all week. We played hard. We played as a team, and we just did what we had to do and won the game.
They certainly did. Congratulations to all the Rochester football players and the coaching staff for a terrific season. Rochester will represent Western Pennsylvania in the state playoffs this weekend, and we'll let you know how they do. Well, now we turn to one of the most recognized men in all of sports. He's also the second winningest college football coach of all time. He's Joe Paterno, and last week our own Mike White had a chance to talk to him about high school sports.
Joe Paterno is the winningest active coach in college football. When he talks, people tend to listen. The Foodland High School Sports Show went one-on-one with Paterno recently to talk about a number of high school-related topics. The first was a resurgence of sorts in Western Pennsylvania football talent.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. I think that the football in Western Pennsylvania is getting closer back where it used to be, where you'd come out here and it'd be maybe 15, 18 really big league prospects. I think it's probably a dozen, and I can't get into specifics, but I don't think there's any question. I think the coaching's improved. I think the fact that there's the playoffs and the state championship games, and then I'm delighted.
Football recruiting hits full scale December 1st. What does Penn State look for in a player? Well, first, someone who is solid in academics and someone who can run.
Well, I don't think there's any question. Speed has become much more important for everybody if you're going to be successful. I think we have to be careful that that pendulum may swing a little bit where you're sacrificing some strength and some physical toughness because of athletic ability and because of speed.
Joe, do you ever get tired of the recruiting?
I enjoy recruiting. The traveling gets a little tough. When you get in an airplane, you know, I used to like it better when we would drive, because then I could drive into a town and spend some time. But I go in now, see a kid, go to a high school, hop in a plane, go someplace else, because the recruiting season's shorter, and because I got to get to see a lot of kids in a short period of time.
And exactly how long will Joe Puck continue to coach?
I'd like to coach through 70. I'll be 66 next month. If I go for 5 more years, will take me through 70. That doesn't mean I want to give it up in 70, but I've made a commitment to go as long as I'm healthy. I'm going to coach till I'm 70. Maybe that time I may make another decision to go a couple more years.
For the Foodland High School Sports Show, I'm Mike White.
One of the all-time greats. With Penn State's move into the Big Ten Conference next year, you can bet Coach Paterno and his staff will be working overtime to get ready for a rugged schedule. We wish them good luck as they take on the new challenge.
Hey, don't touch that dial. We still have more football, and we'll skate your way with the best in high school hockey. Stay tuned.
This year, nothing will make your holiday season easier than Foodland, with the best for your family table. Hams, turkeys, and holiday seafood, party trays, and holiday produce. This season, we are your store for the season. Foodland, yes.
This week at Foodland, there's 5 pounds of Domino's sugar, only $1.79. Northern bathroom tissue, 4-roll packs, just 99 cents. And look for the yes tags to save real money at your store for the season. Foodland, yes.
Foodland, yes.
Ah, the gift of food. Call 1-800-YES-FOOD and buy a Foodland gift certificate. That's 1-800-YES-FOOD for a Foodland gift certificate. Available for $15 and up. Pay by credit card and it comes by mail.
Foodland, yes.
This week at Foodland, there's 5 pounds of Domino's sugar, only $1.79. Northern bathroom tissue, 4-roll packs, just 99 cents. And look for the yes tags to save real money at your store for the season. Foodland, yes.
Foodland, yes.
Welcome back, everybody. With a Class Single-A champ crowned, we now turn our attention to the Double-A game. Our Foodland High School reporter Mike White was at Three Rivers and has this report. Mike?
Well, Mark, quite a contrast in traditions here today. This is Riverside's second straight championship appearance and their third in the last 8 years. East Alleghney, this is their first time ever in a championship.
But that tradition stuff didn't matter much when the game started. East Alleghney came out throwing. Dave Loya's 32-yard pass to Mike McLean put EA in business on its first possession at the Riverside 11. 2 plays later, Stephon Atkins scores on a 2-yard run. Riverside came right back, though, driving 60 yards in 11 plays. J.D. Hupp scores on a 1-yard run. The extra point ties the game at 7-7, but it was all East Alleghney after that. Here's the halfback pass. Nino DiMatteo fumbles, picks up the ball, and hits John Jenkins for a TD that gave EA the lead for good. At halftime, East Allegheny held a lead of 20-7.
We had to shut down the running attack because we knew they didn't have a passing attack. We felt good, but we knew that wasn't going to win it for us.
Atkins struck again midway through the third quarter, plowing 8 yards to give the Wildcats an insurmountable 33-7 lead. Atkins finished with 107 yards on 20 carries, and East Allegheny finished off Riverside by a 33-13 score. The Wildcats are a perfect 13-0 and play in the state semifinals next week.
Well, you know what, we haven't been getting too much respect, you know, all the other hype, Chico Williams and so on and so forth.
We got Stephon Atkins and Nino DiMatteo. We got the passing game going. We don't know anything too much about any other teams, but if we keep improving, I think we'd go pretty far in these playoffs.
A week ago, Aliquippa coach Frank Morocco said his team's semifinal game against Riverside was the WPIAL championship game. Sorry, Coach. East Allegheny thought otherwise. For the Foodland High School Sports Show, I'm Mike White.
All right, Mike, some inspiring performances by the East Allegheny squad. They look like they could go all the way. Of course, we'll let you know how they do in the state playoffs next weekend. Well, from football, we move on to hockey, where the top high school hockey tournament in the state was held last Sunday. I'm talking about the Pittsburgh Central
Defending champion. The favorite Cougars of Blackhawk will try to make it 2 in a row as they take on the Knights of Knock. The Blackhawk Knock game was billed this week as the classic matchup of a great defense versus a great offense. Knock came into the game with 2 straight playoff shutouts, while Blackhawk has averaged 41 points per game in the postseason. Former Blackhawk QB Scott Weaver in attendance for this one, cheering on his little brother Jeff. Jeff had the tough task on this night of facing that Knight defense. Well, if you didn't catch the first half, this is what you missed. A punt here, a punt there, and don't forget about that one important statistic, the turnover. Blackhawk fumbled the ball 2 times in the first half, while the Knights threw it away once. And this championship game was looking more like an offensive blooper film. But any way you look at it, the first half of play was actually a moral victory for the underdog Knights. Well, that moral victory was short-lived. As soon as Blackhawk got the ball in the third quarter, they quickly established the running game with Brian Smith and Pat Cutshaw. And on their 4th play of the half, it's Cutshaw weaving his way to the end zone, 41 yards in all, and Blackhawk takes the touchdown lead. The Knights offense continued to struggle in the second half, and it cost them dearly. On the second play of the 4th quarter, it's Cutshaw again for the Cougars, off the option, 11 yards, and it's a 2-touchdown lead. But the Cougars weren't finished. After a knock interception, it's Weaver to Brian Smith. The pass originally rolled out of bounds, but the line judge overrules, 20-0 Blackhawk, and the Cougars repeat.
Coach, did you think it'd be this tough against Knock today?
Yeah, I did. I've been trying to tell people all week long they play great defense. And everybody's going, oh, you'll beat them easy. And I said, no, we won't. They're a real tough football team. They're very well coached. And it took us a while to decipher what they were doing to us and what was going to work best for us during the game. But they have a great defense, and I knew it would be a real tough game.
We weren't doing nothing right. It seemed like we couldn't get our offense going, and when we did, we'd fumble or we'd turn the ball over. But we went in halftime and made good adjustments and come out and played how we should have played all game.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime dream to win a WPIAL championship. Well, you can now make that a twice-in-a-lifetime dream if you're a Blackhawk Cougar. Blackhawk becomes the second team on the day to repeat as WPIAL champions, and their next street of dreams will guide them toward yet another dream, a state championship. For the Foodland High School Sports Show, I'm Gino Startari.
All right, Gino, thank you very much. And I guess we can call Blackhawk Titletown. Their basketball team have won the last 3 WPIAL championships, and now the football team puts back-to-back championships together. They'll play Lock Haven High School in the state playoffs next weekend. That's the same Lock Haven that beat Westinghouse 2 weeks ago, 20-19. Well, now it's time to select our Athlete of the Week. Over the years, Mike?
Thanks, Mark. It's time for the big boys, the heavyweights, to go at it. Upper St. Clair and North Allegheny, the Quad A championship. Everyone expects this to be a defensive battle, and why not? Upper St. Clair's given up only 2 touchdowns all year offensively, while North Allegheny gives up only 6 points a game.
Everyone's expectations were right in the first half. Defense dominated. The first half had a nice rhythm to it. 1-2-3 punt, 1-2-3 punt. But in the second quarter, Upper St. Clair finally broke through. The Panthers started at their own 19. Zach Ellis gains 21 yards on the first play. Then on a 4th and 1 at the North Allegheny 31, USC goes for the first down. And quarterback Mike Tomko makes it on a quarterback keeper. Then on 4th down at the 5, USC decides for the field goal. And Billy Price converts a 22-yarder to give the Panthers a 3-0 lead with 1:08 left in the half. It didn't take long for Upper St. Clair to strike in the second half. On the first play, Alan Hamrick takes the handoff and rambles 69 yards for a touchdown. Hamrick finished the night with 123 yards on 16 carries.
The sprints are all right. We were saying in our locker room that we had, we wanted to take this one, the next play, all the way because the game was far from over. And some huge hole, and I just cut the outside, and that was it.
NA trailed 10-0, and coming back from a 10-point deficit is almost impossible against the Upper St. Clair defense. But NA certainly made things interesting. The Tigers offense finally got in gear in the fourth quarter and used a little trickery on this play. 17-yard pass that put the ball at the USC 11. Facing a 3rd and 19, NA got a break when Upper St. Clair's Chris Dunn was called for interference.
I think that call down here in the end zone, the interference call, was perhaps one of the worst in the history of football.
NA used the new life, and Randy Smith hit Matt Bundick on this 8-yard touchdown pass. The extra point made it 10-7 with 5:09 left in the game. But North Allegheny's offense never got back on the field. Upper St. Clair ran out the clock and ran to a WPIAL title. Hey, how's it feel, Mark Hondrew?
You got a bloody mouth and everything. Tell me how you feel.
No, I feel the greatest, man. This is the greatest. The best feeling ever. The best feeling ever. I've waited for 3 years for this, man. I love it. This is the best feeling ever. Thank God, man. Thank God. Thank God. The team's great, man. The team is unbelievable. Oh, I don't know what to say. I'm speechless.
Geez, you wish Hondrew would show a little emotion. For Jim Render, it was his 3rd championship since 1988. Last year, the Panthers lost in the title game to Connellsville.
You come here the first time and you think, I may never be back. And you come here the second time and doggone, I think last year I thought, well, we lost and I may never be back.
But Upper St. Clair came back and conquered Quad A again.
It was only 3 years ago that Upper St. Clair won the WPIAL Quad A championship with a perfect record and then went on to win the state championship. 2 more wins and history will repeat itself. For the Foodland High School Sports Show, I'm Mike White.
Thanks, Mike, and congratulations to the new 1992 Quad A champs. As expected, a hard-fought game, but entertaining nonetheless. We wish you all the luck next weekend in the state playoffs. Well, thanks for joining us on our championship football special. On behalf of Susie McConnell-Serio, Gino Startari, and Mike White, I'm Mark Malone, wishing you all the best in all the challenges you face this week. And, of course, congratulations to all those teams that were winners yesterday at Three Rivers Stadium, and good luck in the state playoffs. We leave you now with a salute to all those teams that made Championship Saturday special.